We recording now. So whatever I do on this board, hopefully you guys better go home and see. Anytime, say this after me, everybody say it. Anytime, I see the name, rating, nameplate rating. That means I got to find resistance. I didn't hear y'all. Everybody say it. Let's say it again. Anytime I see nameplate rating, I automatically know I need to solve for resistance. All day, every day, on Sundays, on Martin Luther King, and Hanukkah. Y'all got that? What does rating mean? Rating means that when the manufacturer of this particular product made this product, they made it based on that rating. But that ain't the real rating. The question says a duct heater has a nameplate rating. If you want to know the question, it's right down on the screen there. A duct heater has a nameplate rating of 6.32 kilowatts at 250 volts. So 6.32 kilowatts at 250 volts. You got that? It says rating. That tells me right there that's not real. That's the information I see on the equipment. But it goes on to say if the voltage supplied to this element in this duct heater dropped to 215, the duct heater will draw how many watts? So in the real world, what's my voltage? 215. These two are not the same. So I can't just solve that because they ain't the same. So anytime I see rating, what do I do, Dustin?
Solve for resistance.
Solve for resistance. Well, how do I solve for resistance? What? Tell me your name again, sir. Help me. Nick. Sorry, Nick. Tell me again, Nick.
Use the table.
How? Tell me.
You can do the volts.
So the first thing I want you to do, I'm going to interrupt you for a second. First thing I want you to do, every time you solve a problem, every time you solve a problem, Master, every time you solve a problem, Angel, every time you solve a problem, write down what you have. So what do I have? Did I have P?
Yes.
What else I got? That's the rated voltage. It's different, isn't it? And I want to solve for what? Anytime I solve for the rated resistance, it's going to be the same as a normal resistance.
Isn't it also the rated power?
You can't, yeah. If you want to put rated in there, brother. Whatever makes it make sense, yes, you absolutely right. So what equation? I'm going to kick your junk across the room.
E squared by watts.
So we're going to use this baby all day, every day. And when? On when?
Sunday.
Weekend, Sunday, Martin Luther King, Hanukkah. All day. I'm looking for resistance. What do I have?
Power.
I got power and I got watts. So I got power and I got what else?
Voltage.
And voltage. This is the only one I can use then, right? I can't use that one. I got to use that boy. Would you agree? So all I got to do is basically write this junk down again, right? P and W is the same thing. I wish they did confuse y'all like that. But the P is what? It's W. It should be P, but whatever. Is y'all good on that? And all I got to do is plug these numbers in, right? Square divided by 6.3. Got a problem. We got to convert that to watts. What is 6.32 watts? That's 6.32 kilowatts.
6,320.
It's 6,320 watts. Questions about that? Questions? All right. So, I get my trusted calculator out. They tell me you're not going to be able to use any kind of calculator. They tell me you're going to use the basic calculator like it ain't going to have no 1 over x, it ain't going to have no x squared. It's going to be basic. So you basically go 250 times 250. Gets you 62 get you, let's go this way, get you,
62,500.
and divide that by watts. And what does that give you? 9.8892 ohms. Yes or no? Ah. So now, I know this. Questions? Once I find resistance of the rated voltage, that's going to be my resistance in the problem. And this asks me for what?
Watts.
For watts. So what is watts? What's the symbol for watts? What's the symbol for watts, Uzi?
W.
Nick?
W. Watts or power or P.
P, who said it? P. I need P. So I go to the this is freaking P, y'all. Freaking piss me off. P, and I need to find out what two variables I only got two variables I can use. R and E. So it's only one of these I can use, that's that guy, right? Can't use that. I gotta use that baby, right? Yes?
Yes.
Are we doing something too hard right now? We just plugging in numbers, right? Yes? Let's hope we get it right. Why we doing all this good talking?
46,225.
Huh?
46,225.
46,225? Okay. So what's the closest answer?
46.
Yeah.
4,632.
Did anybody get that?
Yeah.
You got it? Did you get it right?
Yes.
He said he got it right.
I did it backwards. I hit the wrong button for the squared. I thought we were gonna find the square of 250. Not multiply it by itself. That's what I've been doing.
You can do that. You can do 250x2.
No. Well,
But I think you told me your calculator was jacking up, right? Did you tell me?
yeah, I was doing it backwards, finding the square root.
Yeah. No, not the square root. So you got this answer right, bro? Any questions on that? I'm going to stand back and let it get on camera real good. Yeah, I got that whole book on camera right there. Yes, sir.
Not about the problem. Did we never round up? Like you got 9.8892.
You could run. You could.
Like to the
I mean,
tens,
that's why you want to when you get your answer, you want to look for the closest answer. If you're pretty sure your stuff is right,
Okay.
because you know some people round up, some people don't.
Yeah, I've always rounded up.
If you go to 10, how does that change the answer?
Is there
It'd
a,
be 9.9.
is there a,
Okay, 9.9. How does that change the answer?
It would.
How much? It changes a few numbers, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
is there a basic unit, like there's tenths, hundredths, thousandths? Is there a basic unit that we should expect to just go by before the decimal point?
No.
Like whenever you get like 16.
I go at the four. I go at the 4 decimal places because I like to be. I'm just like that. But you can round up. You can do if you can say my rule of thumb is I'm only be 1 decimal place. That's what you want to do. That's fine. But your answer may be just a little bit off. Does that make sense? That's why I asked you which is the closest answer. It's 4674. We got 46225. So it could be because of a decimal, or because of I didn't round up, but that's pretty close. Would you agree? That's gonna be your rule of thumb on the journeyman's and the master's exam. Okay? You'll get the answers close to your answer. Does that make sense? Unless there's an option that says the answer's not there or something, then you might want to think about it. Okay? Any questions on number 4? Does it make sense? Has I done anything that was hard? The only thing y'all didn't know is about this rated part. Somebody didn't y'all didn't hear about it. Did y'all learn about that? Or no? He didn't tell y'all about that?
He did, but he didn't explain it well. Yeah, we probably heard it, but we didn't retain it. We didn't retain any of the information.
Listen to me. Repeat after me. Anytime I see rated, say it.
Anytime I see rated,
I always find resistance. On Monday, Tuesday,
Christmas
Christmas,
Eve,
Christmas. Y'all ain't saying it right. Christmas, Martin Luther King, Hanukkah. All right, Valentine's Day. You can always find resistance. Anytime you see rate, that's what the manufacturer, that's how he made the equipment based on that rating. But when you listen, this is a good one. You ready? So when the manufacturer made this bag, he put a rating on it. And then he put it in the box and he shipped it over to America. And then you get to America, your service may be a totally different rating. So you gotta adjust your equipment so it will work with what he produced. Does that make sense? All right. Whew. On to the next one. Y'all good? All right. Let's see. We missed 7. Number 7. I don't believe y'all missed 7. 1, 2, 3.
I installed one
1,
upside down
2,
today.
3, 4, 5, 6. It was 6. A large truck that pulls a 40-foot trailer has a 12-foot starter to crank the engine. Can I erase this? It's on video. Y'all good? Let me erase this. Sometimes, y'all, because some of us don't read well, and it's cool. Sometimes you got to just write down what they gave you. I got a truck, and that baby, 12 volts. It needs 12 volts to run. So a large truck that pulls a 40-foot trailer, all that's fluff, has a 12-foot starter crank. I need to know that. A starter is simply a DC motor, okay? The starter requires more current that can be delivered by a single 12-volt battery. It's telling me a single 12-volt battery ain't going to get it. But I got 3 12-volt batteries. How can I make 12 3-volt? How can I make 12 3-volt batteries work for this 12-volt truck?
Parallel circuit. Make sure ampers go up.
Parallel circuit. Right? Why? So here's the truck, and I'm not a good drawer. Here's the truck. It has 12 volts. It needs 12 volts to work. If I put a battery here, and a battery here in series, how many volts going to be on this truck? 36 volts. It's going to blow the freaking battery out that truck. It ain't going to work. Right? So I can't put it in series. It ain't going to work. Right? I'm supposed to use this as a eraser. I came so close. So I got to put this booger in parallel. If I put a battery here, and a battery here, then we know that in parallel, that the voltage is the same throughout the entire circuit based on the rule. Y'all remember the rules of parallel series circuit? Okay, let me ask you a question then. Oh, you don't? Okay. Do we need to go over that again? One more again? Who need me to go over it again? Just one person?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. In the series circuit.
You're talking about like the power not changing and all that?
Yeah. In the series circuit, the current does not change, right? It equals I1 equals I2 equals I3 equals I4, correct? The voltage is added. E1 plus E2 plus E3. Resistance is added. R1 plus R2 plus R3. And the power is added. P1 plus P2 plus P3. Yes? Okay. Parallel circuit. In the parallel circuit is I1 plus I2 plus I3. Voltage equals E1 equals E2 equals E3. It is the same throughout, right? Resistance is, it's different. resistance is 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. That's the hardest one we got. And power is going to be the same. R1, P1 plus P2 plus P3. You got to know those rules, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you explain to us when we would use a combo circuit? Because I keep seeing it come up. It's this combo series parallels.
I don't know if I can just come up with some on top of my head.
There was a question on our homework about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over the homework. We're gonna go over that section. If the good Lord said the same. If I'm trying to go over this, then we're gonna hit the homework next. Don't worry, I got you. All right. Any questions on that? So that's why these batteries have to be in parallel to meet the rule. Is that highlighted man around? Yeah, I ain't highlighted right there. Who ain't highlighted 310 points? Who hasn't highlighted 310, 16? Everybody have?
I got a bunch of highlighters at home.
My bad. That's my bad. Okay.
I didn't stop by the house.
I need y'all to get that done, man. You need to cap. Now, I almost said something. You need to
Highlight the columns or just
highlight the whole. I want you to, when you flip that book, I want you to see that page. I want that page to pop.
alright.
Oh snap! There go 310, 16. You feel me? It needs to pop. You need to make this code book where it pops, or you ain't got to look real hard to find stuff. The only way you're gonna do that is you gotta notate correct. You gotta highlight, make notes. Cause when you go to take the journalist exam, you can have your notes in there. You feel me? You can have your notes. Does that make sense? So you need to notate that code book like crazy. Boy, you ought to see my code book.
Does anybody else need it?
Anybody else need the highlighter? All right. He'll take it. Andrew. Are we good on this one? That was a gimme. Y'all threw that question away.
I learned it better on the lesson we just did, 119, than I did before.
Gotcha.
That series chapter was pretty stupid.
Oh, yeah? Okay. All right. We good? I'll give you a minute. It's recording, y'all. It's on the video. You're going to get it, I promise you. You'll see it tomorrow and next day, the whole class. That way you can go back and look at it. If you forget something, you can go back and take a look at it. All right? We good. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I really should do 13 too. Let's do 13 too. 13. Boy, these Macintoshes they got, it's slow. Look at this boy. Okay, 13.
That's going to be that same table.
So what is the corrected ampacity? Y'all got it? What is the corrected ampacity of a number 14 THWN copper conductor where the temperature is 106 degrees Fahrenheit? Okay? We know.
The normal is 25 at 90 degrees.
Okay, say it again. I don't know what you mean, but say it where we got it. What now?
The normal ampacity for number 14 is 25 amps at 90 degrees.
Okay. That's THHN, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, but the problem is this table, 31016, what is this table rated at? Read the top of this table. You should highlight this. I got mine highlighted. It says table 310.16. Ampacities. I'm going to read it slow. Ampacities of insulated conductors with not more than 3 conductors. You should highlight that. This table is designed only for conductors with not more than, or insulated conductors with not more than 3 current carrier conductors in a raceway. You should highlight that. This table is only designed for a situation where there's not more than 3 conductors in a raceway. If it's more than 3 conductors in a raceway, we got to do some calculations. Y'all got that? Look down at the notes. You see the notes underneath the table? There's a little place to say notes. You see that? Number 1. It says Section 310, 15B shall be referred for impact corrections factors where the ambient temperature is other than 30 degrees, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? So what I want you to know is this table is only good for 86 degrees Fahrenheit, in a sense.
But then you turn the page.
We're going to talk about that. I don't want to confuse you. Just know that if you see a temperature that's above 86 degrees Fahrenheit, you got to make a correction factor. So in this problem number 13, what are we seeing? It's saying 106 degrees Fahrenheit, right? Now, what column do we use for correction factors all the time, every day, and on weekends? What column is that, Madison? But what column? For corrections only. Correction factors only. 9-degree column. Right? So we're going to find THHN, number 14, and that tells us that's what? 25 amps. Yes? We're going to, okay. Can I erase this right here? So we know that our number 14 at the 9-degree column equals 25 amps. We're going to turn our page to 315, table 310.15B1. 310.15B1. Look at my code book. I got that boy highlighted. You know why? Because what's going to happen, you're going to make a mistake and use 310.15B2. And 310.15, table 310.15B2 ain't going to work. So if I was you, I highlight that, circle it, put an X over it, do something to let you know this is the only table I'm using for correction factors when it comes to temperature. Got that? That's on the journal exams, math exams. That's the only table I'm using. Got it? All right, on table 310.15B1, it got ambient temperature in Fahrenheit on the right-hand side, far right. You see that? On the left-hand side, I got ambient temperature in Celsius, for lack of better words, right? You got that? So the first thing I'm going to do, it told me that this booger was at 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Right? So I'm going to look on the side that has Fahrenheit, and I'm going to find 160 degrees. 160 degrees is going to be between 159 and 167. Yes?
150.
So I'm going to go to a 9-degree column, and I'm going to put 0.50. So I should be able to take 25 amps, and multiply times 0.50. And that should give me the right answer. Hopefully. Let's see. 25 times 12.5. Any question? Is that hard though? We ain't done nothing. We ain't done no rocket science stuff yet. Everything been pretty simple, right? You just gotta know. You gotta know about the table that you didn't know about. You gotta know about the correction factor table that you didn't know about, right? And you do that. If you know those things, it's no problem, right? Any questions about that? Let me write down the answer. 12.5. Any questions about that? All right. 13. 15. Come on, y'all. The area. I know what messed y'all up on this board right here. It gave you dimensions of this square. It gave you X. It gave you Y. And then it told you to find the area in yards square. That messed y'all up, didn't it? Because you know it used to working with inches square.
You convert it first.
How you do it? How you do it? So what's the conversion? What's the conversion factor for yard square?
36.
36 what?
Inches per yard.
So you're saying there's 36 inches per yard. But what about yard square? That's what we're trying to get. 36, okay. So the area is all the way around this boy, right? So if I got a square and they gave me Y and they gave me X, they said X was it was 27. Was it 27? Or why 27?
They're both 27.
They're both 27. They want to know the area. How you find the area of a triangle? I forgot. I ain't gonna lie. Length time width. Okay. So area of a square. Length time width. So all I gotta do is go 27 times 27. And what's interesting? They didn't even say. They say feet. It's in feet. So what's 27 times 27? 729 feet square. Yes?
How did you that's this figure. Never mind.
Okay. All right. Now I got to get that in yard square. Now in the back of your book somewhere, there's a conversion table. Y'all know that? Yeah. That's in the back of your, I think, if it's still there. Let me see. Yep, there it is. Look on page 174, 752, 750. That's all your conversion tables. Okay? So I guess we're going to find yards to feet. Let me look at the feet and see what's up. Is that true what you got up on the board there, Broham? Is that true? 36 inches equal yard? 3 feet or 3 feet? Can I say 3 feet equal yard, bro?
Yeah, it was 3 feet.
Snap. So 3 feet equal yard, right? Right? So 9 feet square equals 1 yard square. Yes?
Yep.
Questions on that? Nick? Dad? Enrique? Nothing?
So just divide that by 9.
We could divide that by, yeah, we can divide that by 9. Let's try that. Can I do that?
Divided by 3.
Let me do it.
Divided by 9.
So can I do it like this? Watch this. 9 feet is 1 yard square, and 729 feet square equals X. Y'all had done the ratios when y'all was doing your math, your math review. That's a ratio question, right? Across, multiply, like go here and here, equals 729 feet square times yard square. Divide both sides by 9. So we will divide by 9. The feet will cancel, leaving yards. Yes? What's the answer? 81? 81 yards square. Questions? Let me see if I'm getting this on video. Questions? Did I do something hard yet? I know y'all know anything about that conversion table. And I probably should have told y'all could use it, but I didn't even think. Any questions on that though? Not too hard? Not yet? So remember, your conversion table is the back of your book. Okay? You can use it. Or you might want to write that down somewhere. 3 feet equals a yard in the back of your book somewhere. Somewhere, keep it close to your heart. That was 15. Okay. All right, 17. Come on, y'all. For real though, a blank four-out cover box cover. Y'all don't know y'all's covers.
I swear I read that chapter like 5 times, and it did not tell me a thing.
So what's a 4-0 box? Nobody knows what's a 4-0 box. 4-square box. I don't know what a 4/out box is either, but I think it is right here. That's a 4-out box. It's probably poorly 4/4-out box. I don't. That's kind of a weird.
You say 4 out and you expect wire.
Exactly. But since you know it ain't wire, you just say, now what do they mean? Or teacher man, what is this question talking about? And I would have been answered for you. Right? So what cover goes on that box?
2.
I put 2 and I got it wrong.
This guy right here, right? You put 2 and got it wrong?
Yeah.
I guess
It's because they're not asking for a 4-square box.
Yeah, I got
It's kind of like an octagon.
I got it wrong too.
Well, you should get credit for it. What's a 4? How I know it's octagon box?
That's just what
It doesn't even.
So y'all put 2 and got it wrong?
Yeah.
So what's that? Extra 3 points or something? All right. Remind me. 3 points.
I'll remember that's life or death.
I give you that, boy, because that's stupid. That's a dumb question, right? I would have understood that myself.
If you guessed it,
I would just be quiet. I'd just be like, you feel me? I wouldn't say nothing, right? 18. What about a blank industrial cover?
V.
Yeah, V. A blank industrial cover is like a double-handed. It's like a double-handed box. You know what a handy box is?
Yeah.
Handy box. It's a handy box right here. This would be a double-handed box. It would get an industrial type cover. It looks like these guys.
411.
411. Okay, these are industrial covers. This industrial cover. Okay.
Anything steel.
Well, they all look steel to me. They all look like they're made of steel, so that ain't.
Depends on where they're going though.
An industrial cover is made to be exposed in an industrial location. It's going to have a nice cover on it,
I too.
you know what I'm saying? Or some kind of cover, but it's going to be exposed, pipe, box. You're going to have a nice cover on it, as if you would have in a house. But it's going to be exposed, in a sense. When I say exposed, I mean it's not going to be in the wall. It's going to be on the outside of the wall. That's why they call it industrial, because it looks very industrial. Okay? You got that, Angel? It's the difference between these type of covers. This is a mud ring. That's stuff you're going to do when you're prepping, put sheetrock on top of the wall, and the wall is wide open. This is what you're going to put in your junction box. 4 on the left, 4x4 box. The octagon box, light box. I don't know what that is. So that's a protective plate. I never used that before. Okay? Did y'all get that one right? No, y'all missed that one.
I got it right.
Let's say you get on the test. If you in my class, you get on the test, and you run to that question, you're like, bruh, what is an industrial cover? What is an industrial box? Or what is an industrial box? I probably would have told you this industrial box look like this right here. I probably showed you what it looked like. Anyway, y'all didn't have no homework question on that either, did you?
No.
Of course not. All right. But you did see in the review. Did you get it right in the review or no?
The question wasn't on the review.
It wasn't on the review?
Most of the questions that were on the review weren't on the test.
What, but this one was not on review at all. No one saw this question on review.
No, the ones on the review were about the boxes themselves, like what's a brick box, what's a hand
Yeah,
box.
similar questions, but not exactly those.
But you didn't see one that looked like this.
No.
That asked about covers. Okay. I don't know about that. I might just talk to my director, find out what's up. Bunch of y'all missed 19. Okay. Why we miss 19? Have y'all heard of something called box field? You see the box field table?
Like
Yeah.
14,
Yeah.
16.
Can you look on the table? It wasn't. Let's look there.
You have 3 options.
Okay, let's look at the box field table. Let's find a box field table.
Half inch depth.
Where is box field? Y'all know?
314, 16.
14, 16. Trying to see if I got a tab for it. There it is. Box field. Bam. So you look at table 13.16. It says you measure box 3. You measure box 3. And it has a depth of 1.5 inches. The volume is blank cubic inches for this box per the NEC. Select answers not applicable if table 314.16a doesn't apply to this type of box. So we look on this table. First of all, you should have this table highlighted. See look at mine. It's highlighted. I don't be playing no games with these tables, y'all. Box field, you're gonna see that all day, forever. So you might as well tell yourself, this is my table right here, this box field. You should highlight this table. Then on that same table, where it says minimum volume, inches cubed, you should highlight that. See that long line I got that's highlighted? That let me know I ain't got to look at nothing else. That's where I'm looking. I ain't finna look at nothing else. I ain't got to train my eyes on nothing else but that one line right there. You know what I'm saying? You need to highlight the hell out of this table. And you need to highlight minimum volume inches cubed. That's you all day. Nowhere else. That's you. You ain't looking nowhere else when you look at that table. Got it? Okay. But on this question, you are going to look at the measurements. So we're looking at something that's 1.5 inches. And it's not going to be a round octagon box. Is that fair? It's not going to be a square box. Is that fair? It's probably going to be a device box because it doesn't look like a masonry box. Does anybody know what a masonry box look like? A masonry box. Who doesn't know?
I don't know.
A masonry box is very, very square. It's very close to this. This guy. See how square they are? Real sharp edges? That's pretty much a masonry box. Why do they call it a masonry box? Because they rough it in the brick, in the wall. They rough that in. That's how your outside plug at your brick house get in the wall. You put a masonry box and rough it in. Most time a conduit or MC cable, sometimes flex. All right? Well, it ain't a masonry box because it ain't squared up enough. So it's got to be one of these device boxes, and it says 1.5 inches. And it ain't got the one box here that's 1.5 inches on the device box. Well, they got 2. We got 2 of them. Would you agree that it's probably not a 4 inch nowhere on this box? So it can't be 4 inch. It can't be a 4 by 2.5, 2.8 by 1.5 inches because it's not a 4 square box. It's got to be a single measurement. Okay, so I'm gonna lean toward 7.5.
That's wrong.
It was wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's 10.3.
It's 10.3. So they use the 4 by 2.5 by Y. I don't know why they use 10.3. Anybody got any ideas? I would have chose 4 by 2.8 by 1.5 inches. I wouldn't.
How are you supposed to know that?
Yeah, I mean, either way, there's not enough information. It's just a guess.
You're supposed to look at the picture?
Yeah, you can look at the
Tell-
picture.
Tell through an inch? If it's an inch? Big?
Well, I mean, we know it ain't 4 inches. Where we see 4 inches on that box at? What? Well, we got one over here. But see, we got 4 inches anywhere. Do you see 4 inches anywhere in this box? Ain't 4? Oh, snap! It's 4 inches long.
So what's the
Well, how should we
measurement on
tell
the
with
brick
the
box?
picture?
It's 4 inches as well. It's 4 inches. Both of these. That's a double. That's a single. They both 4 inches long. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong, bro. Let me check. So it's 4 inches. But it's almost said 3 inches though. This other, where's a 4-inch? Where's a 3-inch box that's like that? 3-inch.
Top right.
Top right. Ha ha ha. Who said that? Ha ha ha. That's a 3-inch. I learned some today. I never have measured them.
Yeah, if they were in front of me, I probably got the question.
Oh, but they to the side of you, you still ain't gonna get it. That's right there. I got it, please.
You gotta be right in front of me.
Okay. So now we know. I didn't know this. I learned something myself today. So that's a 3-inch box. This is a 4-inch box. So that would be the one. I ain't know. No, now I won't ever forget it. What do you think about that? I won't ever forget that.
It's kind of cool.
As we learn something, we don't ever want to forget it, right?
That box can't look like this box.
Huh?
That box of 3 inches don't look like this box.
It doesn't, but this one does.
Right. That's what. But how are we supposed to know that that's even the same box?
It is the same box. You can't look and tell the same box. It'd be like you see me on TV. Is that my teacher? Yeah, that's him. That's the same box, bro. Maybe him. It's a brother. I don't know if it's him or not. That's the same box. Now you know. You see it again. It's really the same box. Is anybody else that can't tell that number 3 is the same box as that? You can't tell? So you can't tell that this box. I just want to make sure that I understand.
I can't even see.
Well, come on around, bro. Come on around here.
Can we do that during the test? Though? Like,
Yes, if you
we
need
can
to.
get up and look at the logo.
Yes. What you gonna do, cheat? Answers right there.
I mean, you can look at how many knockouts it has, no, and be like, oh, that's a.
That would be a 2-inch.
What's that? It's a 3. What?
So you said knockout?
Yeah, because he has 2 and then 1 for the pigtail. It's the same thing as a picture. So that's a 4.
It's pretty much dead on the same. They got 2 knockouts at the top plus the grounding screw at the bottom. It's dead on.
But
I'm listening.
technically, we didn't get enough information on that question.
I agree. It could have been a little more information. They were a little vague. You know what I'm saying? But y'all miss a whole lot more than that, though. That question wasn't gonna save you, bro. You know what I
I
mean?
only missed it by a question.
Hey, man.
I
I only
don't know
needed-
by a question.
I only needed 2 reverse questions and I would have passed.
You need what now?
I needed 2 other questions right and I would have passed.
Is that right? You need the 6 points?
When you go over
But
like,
I got that one right, so that doesn't count.
All right, 20. What about this one?
That's one I got wrong.
If this kitchen layout is in the office and building, the NEC requires blanket surface to be installed in wall space A. What's the answer?
0.
0. Why?
Because it's not a wall space here. Right?
No. Anybody else?
That's what I choose.
Wait a minute now.
Doesn't have to be.
It has to be how many feet?
I got the answer, but I wrote it.
It should be 0, right?
Yeah, 0.
If you say why though?
My reasoning was that any wall, it has to be 2 feet to be considered a wall space. The door broke the wall
Guess
space.
what? Guess what condition that meets? Guess, Nick.
Guess what?
Guess what condition that meets? Guess. A house. Is this a house? It's a what? So the code doesn't require a plug to be there because it's commercial. That's the right. That's why it's 0.
That's why.
Remember that. It's not a house. What does the question say it is? It's an office.
Yes.
So it's not required to have a plug.
Right.
if it was a house,
If it was a house,
Yeah.
it's less than 2 feet, it still would require one. Right? Based on code, right?
So 0 either way.
Okay. So it'd been 0. Even if you thought it was a house, you still should have got 0.
A question on the house, if there was a receptacle on A, which there should be, would that cover the wall distance for that plug, even if it was more than 2 feet?
Well, it's a countertop.
But it's,
Right.
So a countertop gets plugged regardless.
right, now would that cover the wall space requirement? If
There is not a wall space requirement in the kitchen, is it?
supposed to be 6 feet. with
Or is it?
the
Or is it? It's in a room. I don't know if it's the same. Because the kitchen, you're gonna have way more plugs in the kitchen
Doesn't it have to
because of
be
countertops, right?
Doesn't it have to be at least 6 feet from the doorway?
In the kitchen, kitchen has totally different requirements, don't you think? You ain't gonna go into the kitchen and there ain't nothing in there. Most kitchens gonna have countertops, islands, and so that's a total different requirement. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Now you step into a room, yes,
That's what I want to
yeah, but double check me on that. I think I'm right. But double check. Don't ever, anytime. Hey, don't just assume if you think I'm wrong. Double check. But I don't think you look at a kitchen. You would look at a kitchen saying a kitchen has different requirements. You got to have dedicated circuit for a microwave. You got to have dedicated circuit for the refrigerator. You got to have 2 appliance circuits in there. Then you got to have certain plugs on the countertop, certain amount of feet away from the sink. Right? It's a total different requirements. Does that make sense? Y'all with me? Can you go on to the next one? Y'all good on that? $23. $23, maybe? We good? Y'all good? I hear whispering. I hear little girls whispering. Are y'all good? Y'all good? Oh, okay. Come on, y'all. 23 though, for real? 23? That's what y'all messed up on, bro? 23? Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people got that right. 23, y'all? Applaud. Y'all ain't talking about that in class? The ground did is the neutral. Okay, we need to go over that then, y'all.
I wrote that in my journal.
In your journal? Did you bring the class?
No, it's for me.
Oh,
I take notes.
did you use them? I'm gonna say something. Did you use it, bro?
Yeah, I looked at it.
Did you get it right? Man, come on, bro. For real? Okay, here we go. What is the ungrounded conductor? Any questions on that?
No.
The grounding conductor.
It's
Ground.
The ground.
Yeah, the green line.
The ground did conductor.
Is a neutral.
What color must the neutral be?
White.
What color must the ground be?
Green.
Or
Fair.
bear. Green or bear. What color can the hot be? Uzi. Can it be pink?
Anything but those.
Can it be pink? Magenta. Magenta. It's a color, bro. You better look that up, man. Magenta, bro.
That's just fucking red.
Yes.
Can it be red? Uzi. Can it be red?
Yes.
Blue?
I ain't gotta be magenta, man.
It can't be magenta.
What's magenta?
It's like a reddish, pinkish color.
It can be any color except for.
You might see it. They might ask that on a question. If they ask your test, your answer be, it can be any color except what, Nick?
Green and white.
Green, white, what else? And what else? Natural gray. The man's, what did you say? I don't know. Any questions on that? Any questions on that one? Okay, back to the question at hand. Back to the subject at hand. We got this boy right here. We got this boy right here. Short boy. And we got this long boy right here. Y'all see this junk every day at home. Every day y'all see that junk. It just ain't upside down. Right? Get ready, man. This is a gimme, man. This is a gimme question. I need me a red, bro. Might go give me one.
I just learned to install all of my plugs upside down.
You gonna do that in a residential situation? You cuss me like, what are you doing? Are you dyslexic? Right? You got no red.
Man, all them highlighters and
No red. You got a magenta?
I'll be back. I gotta go get me a rig. I can't function without a rig.
So then, like, those colors would be like
I want y'all to tell me what those are when I come back.
commercial and industrial.
Okay?
So usually in a house would be upside down. So that's what's to the rest of it. You see the part that goes with that one you did. That one would be in residential or industrial setting. And
Commercial. They don't do that stuff.
no, sorry. Yeah, commercial, industrial, right?
They don't do that.
Yeah, non-residential would be upside down.
Yeah, ground down.
Oh, this one. Sorry.
There are jobs that we do that are gonna be industrial, but they have residential.
Y'all got it figured out? Y'all got it figured out?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What this boy right here? Ground. And this guy? Neutral. And this guy? That was a gimme. That was a gimme question. That's gonna be there all day, every day on weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Hanukkah, Martin Luther King, Valentine's Day, Christmas, New Year's. They ain't gonna never change. Ever. Got it? You need to know that. I'm still writing, I'm gonna wait. You need to know that, man. That long boy gonna always be the neutral. That short boy gonna always be the hot, and that round gonna always be ground.
Why do they install some of the receptacles with the ground up?
The theory is if, let's say, and I've had this happen. I've had a client whose kid dropped something. You know, a lot of plugs are behind beds for whatever reason. I had a client whose kid dropped something across a plug and pulled it out halfway. And then she dropped something else behind her and actually went across the hot neutral and shorted it out. If it's upside down, that'll never happen. And plus, it's required in commercial. And some, well, I shouldn't say required. Some commercial jobs required on their job, the ground up.
We're on a commercial job right now. Every single one of ours is ground down.
Yeah, well, it depends on the client. You know, if the client won't, I mean, me,
I think it's
I don't want my ground up.
I think it's only government and daycare centers.
I don't know.
Something else.
It's based on specs. It's not a code, it's specs. You know what I'm saying? They may say, hey, on our job, all grounds up. Or City of Fort Worth may say, all daycare is non-city grounds up. You may go to another city, might not be told to.
Yeah, because when I worked at Cummings, they did their ground up.
Yeah, so it depends on the situation. You know, don't get too caught up on that. Just play the game. Get paid. You want them up, down? You want them sideways? How you want them?
Doc, I got a question.
Yes.
So when it comes to the journeyman test, how many of this type of questions are we gonna have?
Probably none. They expect you to know that.
That's not really fair, huh? I don't know. There's no pictures in our books. I don't remember getting taught that. That's a very unfair question to have on there.
Was on the review?
That was,
He was on the review. So if it's on the review, if you see something you like, you need to call me. Bro, I don't know how to do that.
I got you on speed dial. Though.
All right. I ain't got no call yet. I'm still waiting. I ain't got called yet. You know what I'm saying? I know who called me. I keep up with stuff like that. It helps me. It affects your grade when I hear from you. I know you trying. You understand me? I don't hear from you. I'm like, I can't help him or her. Okay. 23. We did 23. Let's do 27. Woo! Ooh, a good one right here. Box field. Did y'all work on box field?
With you.
Oh, you only worked on it with me?
That's the only time.
We went over it a little. We had like a 15-minute convo about it.
Man, you need to meet our old teacher.
Yes.
For real.
He means well. Like
He's a nice
we're
guy.
not saying he's bad teacher, but when it comes to going into detail with certain things, it's just the basics.
There's a lot of reading from the book.
Gotcha, okay.
Should have let him sit one more class. You should have been a student or something.
All right, so you install a second receptacle in the 2-game box. A flat volume P ring is used. Each of the type N M cables containing ground. The pigtails to both of the receptacles are number 12. When 2 metal switch boxes are gained together, what is the minimum depth of each box that can be used? As you can see, the cable connectors are external. Right, so what's the rule for, somebody give me the rules for a box field. When I put it this way, tell me where it is in the code book, because it's in there. Y'all know the rules in the code book. Y'all know that? The rules are actually in the code book. Where is that then? 315? 315, not 16?
B. Table B.
No. Is it? 310? 310, 15, what now, bro? What is it?
It's 3, 14, 16, and then it starts on A. Box.
Okay, so 314, 16. There it is. I got a tab for it. If you look at my book, I got rule number 1 highlighted. Actually, I got a line written across. Look at that. That's rule number 1. You can see that from there, can't you? Rule number 1. Look here. I even got a 2 beside it. Rule number 2. Rule number 3. Rule number 4. That's rule number like 6. I'm going to jump it around. 3, 4, 5, and 6. I ain't got to look for these rules. I got them underlined, ready to go.
Are you talking about the exceptions?
No, I'm talking about the rules, bro.
I don't want to see.
Again, yeah, okay. Here we go.
You said 3.
So you need to look at your code book. You need to go to, now you need to figure out, do you know how to navigate your code book? I need you to go to 314.16 A1, no, I'm sorry. 314.16 B1.
Conductor fill.
Conductor field. It starts out with conductor field.
Mr. Harmon Malvar, a highlighter.
Mr. Harmon? Who was that?
Can I say your last name?
Jarman.
Jarman?
Yeah.
Mr. Jarman.
Yeah.
That was silent. Thank you.
Y'all got that? You got that, Madison?
Yep, got it.
Let me see.
So conductor, bam, support device.
Mine's got stars.
You got stars. That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all got it?
Sir.
Rule number 1. You should put a 1. You actually already got a 1 by it. But put your own number 1 by there. Conductor field. It says each conductor that originates outside the box and terminates or is spliced within the box shall be counted 1 time. Got that?
One time.
So here's my box. Yeah. So if a wire comes in and terminates, wire net, it gets counted 1 time. Right? Oh, actually, that's actually spliced. Sorry. If it terminates, how would it terminate? I guess on a terminal block or something. If it terminates, it gets counted 1 time. Each conductor that originates outside the box and terminates or is spliced within the box should be counted 1 time. Got it? Got that?
That's hot and
That's hot and neutral. The only one that don't get counted is the ground. They get counted how many times?
1.
No matter how many grounds in that box, it get counted 1 time. Why?
It doesn't matter.
Why?
You get
it's not a current carrying.
Huh?
So you get like crimps and pushed in the box.
If it get jammed in, what is going to happen? It's going to just ground the box better,
Not a current carrying.
right? So what happens with current carrying conductor then?
It'll not arc it over.
You can arc it over. What's that?
It's going to short out.
Short out. It's going to short out. Okay? If I jam in a neutral, it could short out. It could, Does that make sense? So grounds we don't care about because if we crush them, bend them, nick them, it don't matter. But if we nick a neutral, nick a hot, we can cause a problem. Does that make sense? That's why we count them as they're going through the box. I hadn't did through yet. But if it's terminated, if it's spliced, also if it goes through the box, it get counted one time. Yes? If it pass, each clip that passed through the box without splice or termination should be counted one time. Yes? Mm-hmm. Then it says, same rule number 1, if it's looped, it get counted how many times? Twice. But how long does that loop have to be? 12. 6 and 6, right? 6 and then 6. Yes? I'm listening. Talk to me. Sometimes people put loops in the box, just actual wire or just future stuff. Okay, that's rule number 1. So if it's terminated inside the box, if it's spliced inside the box, if it's passed through the box, it gets counted how many times? Once. As per code. If it's looped in the box, and the loop is 12, it's 6 inches on each end, it gets counted twice. Questions?
What do you mean by 6 inches? Like 6 inches?
Well, what it says, actually, per code, it says that each loop or coil or unbroken not less than twice the minimum length required for free conductors in 300.14. So you got to know what 300.14 says. 300.14 says what? 300.14 says what? Conductors need to be 6 inches outside the box. So if that loop is 6 inches outside the box, if you grab that loop and it's 6 inches, then you know one side is 6, the other side is 6. Then guess what? That's 12 inches of loop in that box. It gets counted how many times? Got that? Questions? You see if I'm videotaping this junk, man. I gotta make sure I keep y'all on tap. That's rule number 1. Question about rule number 1. That's rule number 1. You gonna see it all day, on weekends, Hanukkah, holidays, all that. Got that? That's rule number 1. Got it? Rule number 2. I guess that was rule number 1 and 2, wasn't it?
2 is clamp through.
I got that jacked up. Anyway, clamp field. Clamp field, if I have an internal clamp, it don't matter if I have 4, 5, 6. If I have one internal clamp, it gets counted how many times?
I don't know. I ain't never seen one.
What does the code say? One time, one single allowance. And all of these are based on the largest conductor. Let me say that. Inside the box. So when I say one allowance here, and 2 here, it's based on the largest conductor. So if you got a 14, 12, and 10, what allowance are you going to be using? 10. Got it? Y'all good? You sure? Clamp field, same thing. If I have an internal clamp, not an external clamp, an internal clamp, then it gets counted one time no matter how many I have. Now here's the internal clamp right here, bro. Here's an internal clamp. There's one here. And there's one there. The clamps are internal. Inside, in other words, it's clamps inside the box. We use them all the time. I use them all the time. But if you do see one, guess what? If you had one on the journalism and math exam, guess what? You get counted one time. Got it? Number 3, rule number 3. I don't know why I got 4, but anyway. Where one or more luminaire studs or hickers are present in a single box allowance, then it gets one allowance. It gets a single allowance. So I don't know if you guys ever put a light fixture up in the ceiling, but every light fixture has to have some kind of support. Okay? You don't just mount a light to the box. It has a bracket. That's the word I'm looking for. The light has a hanging bracket. Does that make sense? If it has a hanging bracket, it gets counted one time. Why? It takes up space, exactly. And God forbid you have one of those brackets that has a a nipple that runs through the center of it. You ever guys use those? They take up space too. So that gets counted one time too. Got it?
What about all thread?
Same thing. Well, all thread, you mean all thread, you're not talking about all thread, you're talking about a nipple that's threaded, right? Is that what you're talking about?
No, like when you do you put all thread
In the center of the box?
Yeah.
That's not really a nipple. You should be cutting it out pretty darn flush.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be a
The
problem.
only thing hanging in there would be like the hex nut.
Yeah, I don't think according to the code book, you don't count that. Okay? And you're not gonna have it on the portion on the German's math exam. So all threads, you're not gonna have it on. Don't worry. What about the all thread in there? You good, bro. All right. 4. Each yoke or strap containing one or more devices or equipment, a double fiber allowance of the portion table 314.60b shall be made. So if it has a plug in there, that plug is on a yoke. The part of the plug that's grounded is called the yoke. So if you look at this plug over here on the wall over here, it's actually mounted on a yoke. That piece that you use to screw that plug in, that's called the yoke.
What if it just has the plug in? Like with the double plugs with the double USBs in the center of it, they just plug in.
It's still on a yoke. You can't put a device in a box without a yoke.
So basically, a receptacle is 2 allowed.
Yes, receptacle, GFI, anything that you actually is on a yoke. The yoke is the part you use to screw the device into the box. That's the yoke. That little piece you be screwing into, that 632 screw in and make it, that's a yoke. It gets 2 allowances based on a large conductor that's actually attached to that device. Okay? Not that's in the box, that's attached to that device. That's very important. If you have a yoke that's bigger than 2 inches, then it gets counted double. So if you got a drying plug, oven plug with them big old plugs, it gets a double allowance. You count it 4 times, right? It gets 4 allowances. Yes? And then 5, if you have 1 ground wire in that box, it gets 1 allowance. That's it. That's the rules. Questions? That's the rules. Simple as that. Okay, so and then you look at this question, I already have 1 receptacle based on figure 115.104. I already got 1 receptacle in there. Right? Right? It says that I'm going to add another receptacle. Right? And it looks like the biggest wire in that box is number 12. Both receptacles have number 12 wire in there. I take that back. There's a 10 2 in there too. So if I was to count those, if I look at the 10 2, I'm going to count the neutral and high as 1 allowance. Because it goes and actually, it ain't going to work on TV. Does it work on TV? It ain't. Let me get my Lapona. Oh, do y'all get this? Am I wasting y'all time pointing?
What are you pointing out?
I'm going to point out where it makes a connection. So if I look at this problem right here, let me get this on camera. So, right here, this gets 1 allowance, 2 allowance. Why? Because this neutral goes to a wide nut. That meets rule number 1. This one goes to a wide nut. That rule meets rule number 2. So that's 1 allowance, 2 allowance, 3 allowance, 4 allowance, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 ground means 9, 10, 11. Then it gets 2 more, 12, 13, because I got 2 devices. Questions? There should be 13 allowances. Now this one, these 2 plugs, their allowances are going to be based on number 12Y. These allowances, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're going to be based on number 10. Because it's the largest conductors in the box. Yes? Or no? Enrique, like, what the hell are you talking about?
So, because where it's showing on the answer is only two number 10.
It is two number 10s, but the rule says that every wire that comes through the box, terminates in the box, or runs through the box, it gets counted based on the largest conductor in the box. What's the largest conductor in this box? Number 10. So I got to use number 10 allowance, regardless. Does that make sense or no?
Well, it's because it did 6 number 12s here.
Tell me what you're looking at, because I don't know what you're looking at, bro.
Oh, so in the question, it gave like an explanation. It came up with a table saying which wires. So I was looking at those numbers, and then you got over here for the devices.
So it didn't even, so it's not talking about allowances at all, is it? Or is it? It's not showing you the calculations for allowances, doesn't look like. It's showing you this cubic inches for me. It just gives you cubic inches. It's not doing what we're talking about here. What's 2.5? Is that for 10? I see 2.5, 2. Okay. First device.
I can turn that back.
2 wires, 7 wires. I see what you're saying. So he's saying in his explanation of the answer, it's not showing to use number 10. So let me check the rule then. Let's check the rule out there real quick. So we go back to number 1. It says each conductor that originates outside the box and terminates or splice within the box should be counted once, and each conductor that's passed through the box without splice termination should be counted once. Okay, I stand corrected. It didn't say use the largest conductor on that rule number 1, did it? I stand corrected. I apologize. On rule number 1, it does not say use the largest conductor. My bad. Okay? So I would use whatever wire it is. Yeah, who understands that? Did I totally jack y'all up? If I did, just say, yeah, you jacked me up, bro. And who I jack up? Okay, so I got one number 10 where I got 1, 2 number 10s. If I was you, I would do it like this. I got 2 number 10s.
2.5.
How many 12s I got? 1, 2, 3, 6 number 12s? Yes?
Yes.
I got 2 devices, which have number 12 on them, right? And these devices are actually going to be 2 times 2 of those, right? It gets 2 allowances, right? Then I got the ground wire. It gets 1 allowance, right? I should put 1. It should get, it's going to put 1 allowance. 1 allowance. What else did I miss? Did I get everything? 2 devices, 2 number 10s, 6 number 12s, and 1 ground wire? Is that it? So the allowance for number 10 is what, 2.5? Yes? Number 12 is what?
2.25.
And then I'm gonna need 4 allowances for those devices, right? Yes? Is that right? And then the ground gets 1? You said the ground used the largest conductor? Enrique?
Yeah, the ground?
Yeah, does it use the largest conductor?
That's using, yes, it is. 1 wire for the largest.
Yep. So is that my numbers? Did I get it right based on what they did? Is that what they got? Do y'all see how we got these numbers? 2.5, 2.25, 2. We got that based on table 314.16b. You want to highlight that, booger, and you want to highlight inches cubed. You're going to see that all day. Germans, math exam, you're going to see that all day. You need to highlight that. Table 314.16b. Who can't find it, let's find it. You can't find it, let me know, let's find it.
You said 3.1?
314, I don't know what I said. Go back. Where you you at? Are you in Boxfield? No. Go in Boxfield, bro.
314.
That's conductor field. No, you're right. Right there. You need to highlight that thing and this one too. All of it. You got it? Eric? Oh my gosh. Come on, y'all. What y'all doing, man? Y'all supposed to crack out? We supposed to crack out here, bro? No? We? Right. I like that, bro. Yeah, gonna highlight on.
They just got a surplus on the table.
You got one? You got it, bro? You highlight these tables, man. You need to highlight. Yeah, you got it. You good? You good, Nick?
7.
You good? Yes. I like that. You good? Yes. Yes. You got it? Yes. We're gonna highlight.
Y'all got the highlight and I was like, okay, this one for cross indication.
So you see where I got a 2.5 from, right? Who does not see that? You don't see it here? Huh? You don't, Eric don't see it. Y'all, hey, y'all better act like y'all, let's stop acting like y'all scared of this, boy. If you look at table, the small table, it says number 10, the allowance is 2.5. Look at that, 10. You're gonna see 41.0. We don't use that. And then next year you see 2.5. That's where the number comes from. You got it? If you don't get this, you're gonna be lost down the road. Second year, fourth year, second, third, fourth year, you're gonna be jacked up if you don't get this now. Who don't have it? Everybody got it? So y'all know where these numbers come from. You know where 6 come from, 2, 4, you know all the numbers come. Who don't know where those numbers come from? If you don't know, ask. Raise your hand. If you scared, close your eyes and raise your hand. That way you can't see who see you. Just close your eyes and raise your hand. Y'all good?
So on the equipment, it doesn't pertain to this, but it does look like it's something they added that's new for grounding conductors. If it's more than 4, it does add to the volume.
A quarter volume allowance. It says a quarter volume. A quarter volume shall be made for each additional equipment grounding conductor bonding jumper that enters the box based on large. Okay.
It's more than 4.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, so up to 4, more than 4, yeah. More than 4, you would add a quarter volume allowance. That's true. That's new in this code. But we ain't got more. Well, we got 4. We ain't got more than 4 in this boy.
No, that's what I was saying. How would you, if there were, how would you add a quarter volume allowance to that?
I guess I'll take the largest one.
So if there's 4 more,
Let's say-
1 allowance?
Let's say if I got 5,
Yeah.
I would take that 1. Large conductor is 10. A quarter of that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That would be following the rule explicitly, wouldn't it? So just always follow the code explicitly. You know what I'm saying? To the letter. A lot of this I kind of memorized. I've been doing this for a while, so I jack it up every now and again. Who got it? Any questions? Speak now, never hold your peace, bro. You got to have this. You got to know it. If you don't know, speak now. Raise thy hand. Yes, sir. Talk to me.
How do I get those numbers?
Okay, sound good. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. I can make it plain. Can you see that right there, bro? Okay, you need to come on, probably move over there. Yeah, not permanently. Just for a minute. Y'all see that table? So if I have number 10, if my allowance is number 10, then I'm gonna use 10, and you should have this highlighted in your book. This should be highlighted, and this should be highlighted. I'm gonna go to 10, my allowance is 2.5. Okay? If I'm using the number 12 allowance, it's 2.25.
For inches.
For inches cubed. That's the only column that's the only column I ever use. That's why I highlighted it. It's the only one I want to look at. I don't even want to look at nothing else. I don't want to be confused.
So we're only using inches, not centimeters.
Only.
I'm just making sure it's highlighted.
Yeah. Yes. Only inches cubed.
All right.
Because when you get in that test, your butthole is gonna be this tight. You got 4 hours to take the test, and you're supposed to only have 3 minutes per question. You don't have time to think much. That's why if you highlight your code book, you ain't got to do no thinking. You already prepared, so you already know. If it's highlighted, that's me. If magenta's my color, highlight that magenta, that's me. I'm magenta. That's me. I ain't looking at nothing else. That's me. You feel me? You got to get this code book set up where you can follow it. Ain't no mistakes. You ain't got time. How many times, man, did you pass? Man, I failed by 1 star. How many times you heard that one? How many times you heard that on the job? Did you pass this exam, man? I almost did. I missed 1 question. How many times you heard that jump? Man, I missed it by 2 questions. Right? Because they didn't highlight their code book with Jensen. You feel me?
It's gonna be a plug question.
It might be a plug question, yeah. I doubt it, though. They assume you know that. Do you understand where these values come from, Eric? Now? They come from this table right here. It's in your code book. You should have this line right here highlighted and nothing else. You should write your name. Eric, this is you, bro. That way you know that's you. You ain't touching nothing. You ain't looking at nothing else. Right? Question on that. You ain't looking at nothing else. Once I get these values, I do the multiplication. Right? What's 2 times 2.5? 5, maybe? 6 times 2.5.
30.5.
4 times 2.25.
4.5.
Huh?
4.5.
4 times 9. 4 times 2.25. Is that what you got? What you get on there? What they say?
For the device?
Did they say 4 times 2.25 or no?
It's because they have it split up into 2 devices.
Okay, yeah, it's not.
Okay. And then 1 times 2.5, this should add up to what? Huh?
Sure, that to 30 inches.
Is that what I got? Let's see. 5 plus 5 plus. Is it right? Did I get it right, bro?
30.
Did I get it right, bro?
You get 30?
I don't know. I didn't do it. 30. Serving saves. 30. Right? 30 cubic inches. Right? Let's go back to the question. So they want to know if I put 2 metal switch boxes together, 2 switch boxes, we know now, after diligently researching, we know what size switch box is now. Which one is the switch box section in table 314, 416A? What's the switch box section? We just figure out what that 3 inches is, right? So who can come up and point to me and show me what a switch box is? We just did this, y'all. We just put a tape measure on it. We just learned something in class. I said I won't never. Oh, come on. Can you point this out, Bo? Hey, Tyler, here you go. Point it. Oh, you don't need it for? That's no. Thank you for your participation. question anyway. Anybody else?
A switch box.
Switch box. Dustin. Come on down. Switch box.
Is it over here?
Yeah, it's on the wall.
I'm gonna say I usually work with like one of these.
That's
Switch box right there.
it's close. That's a kind of switch box. But yes, that is a switch box. That's the only box you can actually put together. Take a screw out and put them together. Anybody ever done it before?
Yeah.
This is a switch box. How I know it's a switch box because we measured it and it's only 3 inches long. And if you look at that table, there's only a certain amount of those boxes that are 3 inches long. Am I right? Y'all see that? We talked about that earlier. We said this was 4 inches and this was 3. Did we not talk about that? Where was y'all at? You was thinking too hard? Oh my gosh. That's a switch box.
Is that like a specific switch, or is it just like you can't use any cut-in for a switch box?
That is a cut-in box. Actually.
Are all those cut-in boxes?
Not all of them. The handy box is not a cut-in box.
So can you use the same cut-in box as a switch, as a receptacle?
Yes.
Okay.
So since I know that I'm going to be looking at the 3-inch column, 3 inch times 2 times something, I'm looking for 30 inches. Is that right, how I'm doing that? Now, remember, well, y'all see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those device boxes that have a 3 in front of them. 3 times 2 times. Y'all see that? That's what I'm using now. These are single boxes. It says that we're going to put 2 boxes together. Right? So actually, whatever box we choose, we must multiply it times 2. Yes or no? Who get that? It's going to have to be, the 3.5 going to take me at 36. Yeah, it's going to have to be the 3.5. All the other ones going to be too small. Yes or no? Yes. Who ain't got that? Here,
Where y'all getting the 3.5 from?
Look down. Remember, there's only one set of boxes that has a 3 in front of it. Yes or no? Yes or no, Dustin?
Yes.
Okay, so you look, there's 3 numbers. There's 3 times 2, and that last number is 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last box in that section. You agree?
Correct.
That box has a measurement or depth or volume of 18.0. That's a single box. We're going to put 2 boxes together. 2 times 18 is what? 36. Okay. That means in order to make that 30 cubic inches work, that's the only box I can put 30 cubic inches in. Questions? You got it, Uzi? You know that text mama. I'll be home in a minute, girl. Hold on. Anybody? Y'all good? Huh? Questions on that right there? Box field, baby, all day. What's hard about that? You gotta know the rules though, right? Okay? And it's hard when you only got 30 questions to get all this in here, right? It's hard. I tried to pick some good questions for y'all on the homework though. I tried to. All right, that was number what?
7.
Oh my goodness, 29. Y'all, everybody missed 29. Like the whole class. These problems suck. And every year I forget about them. Every year I have to learn how to do it all over again. That's true. Every year I have to learn how to do this all over again. That's true. You feel me? Every year. Because I get confused myself. That's true. So I'm going to get this to y'all so you ain't going to mess this up no more. Hopefully. I'm finna give it to you. You ready?
We're gonna take a break.
Take a break? And you got a break when you got on the pressure program. What you mean? I'm just kidding. Go ahead and take a break. You need to take one. I can rest for a while. Is it break time?
I don't know.
It ain't break time yet, is it?
What you mean? You're supposed to get 2?
It's time for a Red Bull, boss.
Shit.
It ain't 8 o'clock yet. What time y'all take breaks?
7, 7:30, 8:30.
Y'all take 2 breaks?
Yeah.
We take 4 breaks. One every
Okay.
hour.
Go ahead, man. Take a break. I'll see y'all back in 10 minutes.
Make it 15.
Hey, I got so much material to cover. Run out of time. Guess what? You ain't gonna get it.
It's time for a Red Bull.
Go on, get you one. I'm trying to work, but y'all keep stopping me, man.
Can I see my grade?
Yeah. Hold on, Nick. I gotta get set up. I don't want to see nobody else's grade.
Right.
You might go, man. You suck, bro. You dumb.
You're looking at them different.
Yeah. Yo, Nick, right here. That's your in class. That's your test. That's your average. What you expected?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to. I can see it online, but it's kind of confusing.
Got
Like, know your
So
actual
you want to
grade.
look at mine?
Sure. You right there. That's your in class. That's your test. That's your average. All right. All right. Madison, how you doing? You hanging in there?
Gil, I got a question.
I'm listening.
Okay, so my grade's really bad, and our whole class grade was really bad, so our teacher gave us extra credit. I did not do the extra credit because Casey told me not to get with you first.
Yeah, he gonna do something different from what I understand.
Okay.
I don't know. Once your grades come over, I haven't seen them yet. I don't have them. What else? What else?
I got like a 69.
That ain't bad. You got time to come on. You got time. You
Yeah.
got dig now. We don't need one more time. Dig. Don't quit. Dig. Tell her, Dad. Tell her, dig. Tell her. Yeah. Should
Should I be
what?
looking at the grade that I got for the class, or should I be looking at the one for that?
Average. But you should be concerned about all of them. You want to be beefing over everything, right?
I know. You motivate her to be here, so I was like, you guys have to put me in that class for just that, because I want to learn, and I want to be here.
Gotcha.
So like I said, tomorrow I'll make a phone call, see what we can do.
It's always.
That's
You know,
what I
get the
told
video.
her. I told her put her AirPods in and go to the video and try to watch it.
Well, yeah. All right. So what we think, Mr. Dax? You good?
Yeah, most of my questions came from the homework, and the one we're about to go over, I have problems on too, because I can't ever remember where you put your leave, what you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
But like one on the homework, I got wrong because I'm dumb and wasn't paying attention. But it's talking about hooking up stuff from a boat to 2 batteries.
Yep.
And you had a 24-volt fish finder
and then everything else was 12 volt. But it was compound off those same two batteries. But what I didn't pay attention to was where my leads were for the fish finder. So I got that one wrong.
I think that problem is wrong.
Really?
I do. Because you can't get 24 volts off that one battery. Can you?
It's two batteries.
You still can't, but you only got hooked up. You only got your fish finder hooked up on one battery. How can you get 24?
Right, that's because there's an answer on there that says neither. I think.
Oh, it did say neither?
I think so.
Okay.
And also, I guess I'm not understanding the wall spacing for the receptacles. Because I think I got every one of those wrong on home.
We'll talk about it. So my question is this. Should we continue going over this review or should I go straight to the homework?
I mean, a lot of the review was parallel and series circuits. I mean, not the test, since we're doing parallel circuits for the homework.
I don't know.
Should I keep on or no?
You plan on assigning?
I don't know, that's the whole class decision.
I don't know. We'll talk to the class when they get back, see how they want to do it.
Like I said, you plan on assigning another chapter for homework?
Probably. But you already did 119, so you good. Right? Right?
No.
What you mean?
Did you not see my score?
Uh-uh. Hey, y'all.
Of course, that was probably from lack of sleep. I'm do well on sleep.
Where is that?
You gotta have at least 6 hours.
I hear you.
But you do need to teach us how to do that shit.
Alright. I can do that.
Because those questions are bullshit.
On two of them. Oh, man. Where you get the old school Dr. Pepper from?
What street?
Oh,
Got the real sugar, man.
Hmm?
Got the real sugar.
Oh, yeah. Man, come in here with some donuts and things. God, cold road. Oh. Everybody back here? I'm ready. Did y'all others try to teach the whole time?
Usually the last 2 hours is homework.
But he did teach the first 2 hours.
That was pretty much just reading straight from the book.
Yeah, that's a teacher read straight from the book for 2 hours.
So we'd have a quiz for an hour. He'd teach for about 45 minutes.
This was his first year teaching.
2 hours for homework.
He was a cool guy.
They said he
Not a
could,
good teacher.
but I don't know.
He didn't really know how to explain shit.
That's how my teacher was.
Just reading from the book.
The guy over there? Your Thursday teacher.
Yeah, he like, the one time he was explaining one of those like serious questions, it took him 3 tries to get it right.
But he did get it right.
Yeah, he did get it right the 3rd time. But trying to explain it to us, and it just, and he never like went back over it or nothing. He just kind of let it go.
Student probably could have got it right after 2 tries.
What you got there? Miller Lite? What's up you got there, brother?
Oh, it's a monster. Just put it in a little bag.
You feel like you're at the house, don't you?
Huh?
Think you feel like you're at home, huh? You got the brown bag, huh?
That's what he put it in.
I guarantee you Miller Lite will not be around here.
Is that right?
I don't like a Jack and Coke.
Yeah, I don't drink beer. I don't like beer.
Okay. Me either.
I like alcohol.
What's your drink?
I like vodka.
Just straight vodka. No water, nothing, huh?
No, just straight vodka.
Straight up.
Straight vodka.
Ain't gonna waste no time, huh?
If I'm feeling adventurous, I'll do it straight out the bottle.
Wow.
Usually I do shots, do a couple shots. Feel a little good. No, just straight vodka.
You a real drinker.
I do a little.
Is the time up, y'all? I'm ready. I'm trying to wait on Dustin. What are you doing out there? Get to go visit?
I do a little Jack and Coke, but I take a little shot of Coke. You know, so drink a little bit, and I
Just to change the color.
This much Coke.
yeah, just like that much Coke and just.
Yeah, this much was.
Okay. Looking at number 29. Is that not what they got? I just drew a schematic of that problem. Is that not what they got? Trace it out. Trace out with your hand. Okay, it goes from one side 220 volt to L1. Yep, that's right. And it goes to L1 to L2. Yep, that's right. And it leaves L2 and goes to L1. Yep, that's right. Then it goes from L2 back to the breaker. Yep, that's right. That's it then, right?
No. It was 208 volts.
Oh, so it. $208, my bad. Are we good now? This is the what's the word? I want to say misnomer. Misnomer. How you say that? Something like
What?
misnomer.
Like misnomenclature?
Misconception?
I thought it was a word called misnomer. No?
Yeah, that's a word.
What does that mean?
Like you, the wrong word for something. Like the wrong saying of something.
What the wrong thought?
Nomer, like,
That's misconception.
no, nomer is like the word nomer is like name. Like
Okay.
misnaming something, like a nomenclature.
But it's not a wrong thought though.
No.
Okay. Anyway, so the thought process is when you see this heating element is you think that voltage actually goes through it. That's the thought process. That's what I think. I think that if I got an element that I'm gonna have 220 and it's gonna flow through it. Yes? Is that fair? Am I in the ballpark and how you thinking? Because that's how I was thinking.
I was thinking it's a 2-pole breaker, right? So the 2 hots coming in.
But not on both of them. It's not really doing it. If you look at the drawing. If you look at my drawing, it's not doing it.
So it's
One hot is going to this element,
So it's only putting off 104 to each element?
not 140.
No, because it's hitting 2 you add those together to make 208.
Exactly. So what is it then?
So where's the return circuit?
There is no return circuit. And you wouldn't have one in the element anyway, because you're just not a neutral. It's 220, no neutral. If you want, if you want to be technical, I had it explained to me like this: they're not hitting at the same time. They're doing like this, but very quickly. That 220 ain't hitting. That 208 ain't hitting at the same time. They doing this, but very quickly. If they were doing this, technically, if those were actually touching, it was short out, wouldn't it? Phase to phase. Right? So we know it ain't touching. Is that fair? The thought process that you think that I thought is that electricity was actually flowing through here. It does not. The one and another thing you thought, me too, that actually I got 104 volts coming through here. And I got 104 volts coming here. Why? Because in the series circuit, well, yeah. Then it's 222. So
one pole's going to one pole's going to the other.
and the total is 208.
It is 208.
It is 208.
That's the answer.
Look at the no, it's not the answer. We're just talking about what we got right now. Okay?
How's it putting off 208 through one wire on a 2-pole breaker?
It's putting out 208 together.
But each lead would be 104.
Yes. One lead to ground will be 104. Now, this is so weird. Because in the real world, what we read? What we read in the real world? Anybody know? In the real world, what we read?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
In the real world. I'm thinking this now. If you'd have got 208 circuit, I don't know, anybody work with 208 in this class? 208 120 volt panel, they got them. 208/120. That 208 is derived from a transformer. It can only be derived from a transformer. Okay? Most of the time you read 120 to ground. 208/120, that means phase to phase is 208. Phase to ground or phase neutral is 120. Right? But we ain't got no neutral. All right. I'm just going to give you the game. I ain't going to sit up there and tell you I fully understand it, but I'm just telling you how it works. You ready? When this voltage comes out, it stops right here. It don't go no further. This stops right here. It doesn't go any further. When it hits right here, it heats up the element. The resistance in the element, it heats it up. You may have a small voltage right here, but you ain't got nowhere near what you had because that resistance in that element, heating element, is shutting that power down to not almost zero.
That has to do with being a 3-phase, right?
Single phase. It's 220. It doesn't say
So
3-phase.
there won't be anything between.
It does say I'm sorry.
This is
It didn't say 3-phase 4-wire panel board. It's a 3-phase 4-wire panel board, but we only coming off with single phase.
So there's not going to be anything between L1 on the bottom and L2 on the top.
Yeah, it is. It's a wire. You see that wire in there? It's a wire there.
Why are they bonded
But
together
it-
like that?
But it's simply.
Because I think that at some point that you get a miniature amount of power coming out of that to add to the other element to help heat it up. Very, very rarely are you going to see two elements in series. Most times they're in parallel. This is a very unique situation. If you look at your hot water heater, those boys in parallel, not series. You hardly ever going to see heating elements in series. They're not efficient and they don't give out as much heat. Do research on it. I looked it up a little bit.
Well, yeah, wouldn't the last heating element in the line have the lead that he would just steadily?
Well, this one is getting heated from this phase, and this is getting heated from this phase.
No, I'm talking about if they were in series, it would eventually just fade off as you added more elements to it, right? Like, if you-
Probably, yeah. You could put the elements in the middle, it wouldn't even work. Probably. You know what I'm saying? You put them in the middle element wouldn't get nothing. Would it? If I put an element right here, it wouldn't get Jack Johnson. Right? So I don't know why they would put this in the homework. You don't ever see this in the real life. What they did And it took me, I've been teaching, this is going to be my 6th year, and I'm finally just getting to understand this crap. Because it just don't, it's in a weird world, you're not going to see it. Yeah. Okay? So, if that's the case, it says, refer to picture or drawing in figure 115, 315. If the leaves of the voltmeter were placed on L1, and it says L1 and L2 on the upper, L1 and L2 on the upper, I'm going to get 104 volts.
So the right answer is 104?
I think so. We can check. You mind if I check real quick? Let me check. Nope, I gotta go back out and do this again. Then you're gonna be going back saying, man, he took him 4 times to answer that question. That's what Matt's gonna be saying. I instructed the guy 4 times to get that right. What question was that?
29.
I think so. Let's go look. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna just shoot you, tell you something not be true. All right, so let's go back. Finish attempt. I hope I'm right. Bless. I hope I'm right. And if I'm not right, then my jump jacked up. Then I'm gonna have to go back and rethink it again. Huh? 29 is right. Questions on that? If you think that way, you're gonna be good. Electricity does not flow through that element. If you just stop and say electricity stops right there, when it starts telling you to test the leads, you're gonna be good.
So that's just heating elements in series.
It says a heating element.
But that's just heating it like that.
It's just only heating. If it was just a load, because you've seen me draw loads like that. Yeah. Well, electricity gonna flow through a load. Yeah. So that's why That's what I was. I mean, I could draw it another way. I could say, well, this heating element gonna look like this. And just put a square around. That way you know it's not a load.
No, it's not that. I just didn't know that heating elements.
That's why I'm here, teacher. To help you, Nick. So you know now. It took me a while to figure out how can I teach these kids how to solve this. Because it's freaking confusing is crap. Because you thinking in your mind, like I was thinking, the electricity is flowing through this heating element, right? But it's not. If you understand that, it's gonna make it's gonna pop. If you see a little round deal like this that say heating element, and your mind say electricity not flowing through this boy. If we go to every single question, we go to 30, because y'all missed 29, 30. Everyone that had this drawing on you missed it. Every single one you missed. 29, 30, 31, 32, you missed all them boys. Every one of y'all. Or maybe one or two people got it right. Y'all probably guessed. So we go to 30. If I can. Oh my gosh, what is this? So we go to 30. It says, if we put the leaves of the element in place on L1 on the upper and L1 on the lower, what do we get?
You'll get 208.
No. Why?
No, sorry, you'll get 104.
104 again. Questions? Madison? Nick? Dax? Talk to me.
I thought you said that if it went through that element, that there wouldn't be very much coming out on the other side.
It doesn't go, but it's not enough to even read.
That's what I'm saying, but it's...
So L1 is what? On the upper element, L1 is what?
104.
And then what is L1 on the lower element?
What's coming out of it's coming out of the top element.
Which means is?
Shouldn't have nothing on it?
That's right. So what's voltage plus nothing or ground?
I got you.
I'm gonna stay right here for a minute. You good?
Yeah.
Madison, boy, I think you fooling me. You good? Okay. Who good? Everybody good on that? Go to 31. Same thing. If the leaves of opening were placed on L1 and L2 on the lower element, L1 and L2 lower element, what we get?
208.
Who said 208? How you get 208, bro?
L1 and L2,
On the lower.
because it's got 1 and 1.
Okay, what does L1 have on the lower element? What does L1 have on the lower element? On the lower element, what does L1 have on it?
It says L2 on the lower element.
It says L1 and L2.
Oh, I was thinking it was L1 on the upper.
It says L1 and L2 on the lower element. So I'm going to be testing between here and here. Here and here.
Okay.
What is that? What would that be?
104.
104, right? Yes.
So if these heating elements were instead, I don't know, a device rated at whatever.
You wouldn't do that because it's going to go through it. A load is going to take the voltage through it.
So yeah, so that in that case it will be 208.
Yeah, it would be 208.
Okay. That's,
So just remember, voltage is not flowing through traditionally like we would normally think. Only on this, if you see this, just remember that Zach said it's not flowing through. Right? And if you do, you're going to get it right every single time. Have we got one wrong yet? You don't know, dude. All right. You got 32 wrong, too. Let me see. So listen, it says refer to a pictorial circuit in figure 1115.33. If the leads of open are placed on T1, T3, the meter indicate blank. It says here, typical heating elements. And when I say heating elements, I know electricity is not flowing through. Yes? So if the leads are placed on T2 and T3, what am I going to get, Dustin?
I'm trying to log into my school thing right now.
Oh, okay. I know you wasn't with me. Madison, T2, T3. How you doing? 2, 3, 2, 3.
I got this one right.
Well, what is the answer then?
0.
Thank you. Everybody understand that? Any questions on that?
because you divided.
Because I divided. What now? Which is not a math problem, brother. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, brother? Talk to me. We got time. We don't, but we do. We will make time.
So it's basically like the connecting part between the upper and the upper and lower one on the problem before, right?
Exactly.
That's just the middle piece.
That's just the middle piece, exactly. So on that problem, on that same problem, what points will have power on them?
T1 and T8.
T1 and T8 only.
And that'd be half of.
Now,
That'd be half of the rating though on those points, right?
yeah, it'll be 277, right? At T1, 277, T8. Yes?
Half of 277.
Wouldn't it be half of
It's at 480, so
It'll be maybe 240. I'm sorry, 240.
And that's only when we're dealing with heating elements. It's
Only
not-
heating elements.
So then two of those elements are doing nothing then?
They're doing something, they're just not doing a whole lot.
So
They
that-
may eventually heat up. You say, ever watch the heating element heat up? Start slow. Most of those in parallel, not series.
For T4 and T5, would that also be 0? Because they're just kind of connecting the elements to each other.
I think it'd be 0 too. So we gotta test this theory. You gotta test this theory and see if I'm right. That's the only way I have figured out that it works. That you can get it pretty much get it every single time. If you think the way I'm thinking. Any questions on that? If it don't work, come back and tell me. Hey, I tried it, but it didn't work. I'll go back and look at it. Okay? Ooh, I got 33 right. Okay. 35. Is this helping y'all or no?
Yeah.
35. Woo! That's a good one right here, y'all. It reads, The actual voltage, the actual output voltage of the power supply is 492 volts. Hint, this is your applied voltage, EA or ET. The voltage applied to lamp 1 is blank volts. How do I solve that problem? Let's see. 35. Only 2 people got that right. So how would you do that? It says rated. You're right. So if it says rated, I already know what time it is, right? I already know. Now you can go through every single one of those, but it gives me one thing for certain in the problem. What does it tell me?
The output voltage.
What?
The applied voltage.
The applied voltage or the true T or total power is what?
492.
Volts? I know that for sure. Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. It asked me about lamp 1. Yes? And I'm going to do all these to find that. Let me see. I'm trying to think, do I do all this to solve lamp 1?
So would you just find the resistance on lamp 1 and then?
We're going to try that. I don't know if it's going to work or not. So lamp number 1 says that the rated power
55 watts,
is 55 watts,
120 volts.
and the rated voltage is 100 what?
120.
So we define resistance of that baby. How we do that? Madison?
Squared.
I said Madison. I know y'all related, but come from the same clan. How we find that, Madison? E squared over W, or E squared divided by what? P. So we do 120 volts squared divided by 55 is what? 261.81 ohms. I don't think that's going to help us, Tyler. I can't do nothing with just knowing the resistance of one lamp. Can I? I can't do nothing with it. I got to go to lamp 2. Lamp number 2, what did it give me? Power 60 amps, 60 watts, sorry. And the voltage is what? 130? What's resistance? E squared over P. 130 volts squared divided by 60 watts is what? 281.6667 ohms. I got to do all of them, right? Lamp number 3, what's P?
70 watts.
70?
120.
R equals E squared P. That's 120 volts squared divided by 70 watts is what? 171 what?
205.7143.
That's about right there. And lamp 4. What's the power?
75.
75?
Yeah.
What's the voltage?
130.
Trying to find resistance because E squared over P. E is 130 squared divided by 75 watts. What's that give me?
225.3333.
Can I do something with that? Now that I know all that, can I do something?
Yep.
What can I do? Is this a series or parallel circuit, first of all? Okay. In a series circuit, resistance does what?
Adds.
I'm gonna take the old laptop out, but you didn't see that, did you? Here we go. RT equals lamp 1 is 26 1.8818. What is it? 818181?
Yes, 8181.
It's not enough room up here, bro. You know that? There's not enough room up here. This chair, I don't ever sit in this chair, huh? 8181 plus 281.6667 plus 1714 plus 225.3333. What's the total?
974.5324.
974 point what?
5324.
5324 ohms. That's my total. So I can put that here, right? I'm gonna tear this young man's stuff up. So RT is 974.5324 ohms. Can I do something with that? What they asking for again? The voltage. They asking for the voltage?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, okay, I can't deal with that. Yeah. I gotta find IT now, right? Because I can't do anything with just resistance. I can't do anything with just the voltage, can I? Can I solve for LE any other way without finding IT? Can I? Any other way? I can't, can I? I don't have no variables, do I? Do I, Madison? So what do I need to do? Solve for I. So what's I, Madison? Huh? How can I find I? Amps. How can I find I? Help out, Dustin.
Volts over resistance.
E over R. Right? That's 492 volts divided by 974.5324. What does that equal?
0.5049.
Point
5049.
point
5049.
amps. So in every single one of these lamps, the true I is 0.5049 amps. Yes? Okay. So, should I get this on camera? Should I make sure I have this on camera? Because my camera's not turned. I need to go to this other board.
You're going to move that chair.
You know what I'm saying? I want to move this whole table, bro. I can't work. Make sure I'm recording this, bro, for real. Okay, well, I just about got all that on there. Let me move it over. Y'all gonna know, y'all gonna want to see that. Make sure you got it. Okay, you got it. I'll move this over now to this board over here. Okay, excuse me, brother. All right.
There you go.
All right, you ready? So, RT, is that where I'm at? No.
No, you're at I.
Thank you. So I know IT. So IT equals I1 equals I2 equals I3 based on series circuit, right?
Yes.
So lamp 1. What we know about lamp 1? We know the resistance of lamp 1, don't we? Which is what?
261.8181.
And we also know I now, don't we? Yes?
Yes.
So we can solve for E. Can we? How we solve for E, Master? We got resistance and we got voltage. Amperage. 9 times. Is he right, y'all? Huh? So we take 0.5049 times 261.8181. What we get?
132.1808.
0.1808.
Yes.
Is that the answer?
132.
Huh?
132.2 is the answer.
I think we close enough. You know you can take a picture of this, don't you, with the camera? You ain't got that right. Use your technology, brother. Use your technology, ladies and gentlemen. Cause you get home, you ain't gonna be able to scratch your kid's head. Daddy, can you scratch my head, baby? I can't hold it. Wait. Got arthritis in my head. I've been writing all night. I can't even wipe my tail. I'm like, man, you play too much. Y'all good? We good on that problem. Did I do anything hard or difficult? I just used my rules, right? You get a close up, bro. I know you ain't got that. Is that an Apple phone, brother?
Yeah.
Who you getting with Cricket?
Cricket. I'm gonna let that slide.
Y'all good on that problem? Everybody missed that boy. Except 3 people. Oh, congratulations. Good now. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, that's me. We good on that boy now. I ain't do nothing hard. I just, you know what I mean? Right? Need a lot of work, though. It's a lot of work, though. It's a lot of work, wasn't it? What number was that?
35.
But y'all missed 36 too. See what 36 is talking about. 36. 30. Ooh, look at 36. There that man go again. There that man go again. 36. Your favorite problem. Right? Can I erase this?
You use that part of it.
Oh, yes, sir. Go ahead. I can erase this? Oh, too much. Man, you look like I'm Einstein all this right I be doing. All right. What do we know about 36? Right off the bat.
480.
We got 2 elements. 31.4 amps. At 220 volts. Is that real or is that rated? And how do I know? Is that real or is that rated? And how do I know? It's rated. A man's, tell me your name again, Roberto. He said it was rated. How does he know that? How do we know that, Tyler? Because when we look at the breaker, what does the breaker say?
277,
It says 277, 480. It's a panel board and it says 480 line to line. So we know that it ain't the same voltage, is it? Right? So I know that that's rated. You did? Okay. They make you laugh, man. Just yahoo. All right. So what is this? I equals 31. They both the same, so I'm good on that, right? And remember, these are rated. So what I gotta do, Eric, when I see rated, when I know something's rated, what I gotta do? All day, every day on weekends, all that good stuff. You wrote it down? Let's read it. Tell me what you wrote. Find resistance. Right? He's gonna be like, I don't know. You know, bro? That's,
Oh, I thought you were looking at him.
no, I'm looking at you, bro.
I know.
Anytime I see you rated, what am I supposed to do? Dustin?
I'm resistant.
Oh, man. But I'm going to wait for a minute before I do it. Because I want to read the question. They want to know what's current through element number 1. I should be able to find that without going through too much. I got amps, I got volts. I should be able to find that. I believe. I believe. What's the true voltage through element 1? True voltage.
240.
Who agree or disagree? He says true voltage is 140. 240. Yes or no? Who agree?
Yeah, that's right.
Anybody like that? Cool. So we can go ahead and find resistance, right? What's the formula for resistance if I have IE, Angel? IE, resistance.
Voltage divided by the amps.
E divided by I. E is 220. I is 31.4. Am I head turning backwards? My Lord, I'm tripping. What's the answer? Y'all didn't tell me I got ghetto. Y'all let me have my head backwards like that? I really must have been getting into it. Y'all ready?
It's a 7.0061.
7 point what?
0061.
Man, you took it down to the letter. That's the truth. Wait, is that the truth?
No, that's rated, right?
Not anymore. Once I find resistance, it's true. Anytime I find resistance, it's true. Remember that. Anytime, say it with me. Anytime I find resistance,
I find resistance.
say it with me. I ain't hear you, Uzi. Anytime I find resistance, it's true.
It's true.
All right? All right. So I can put that here, right? I'm thinking. I should be able to put that here, shouldn't I? That's just for L1. Or that's just for element 1 or heater element 1. Right? That's gonna be resistance of that one element, yes?
Yes.
Should I be able to find I now? What y'all think? You said no. You say no? Why not?
Find the R total.
That's how it shows it on the problem. You gotta find the R total.
It's adding both the resistances together for each element.
Yeah.
Which
I'm cool
is-
with that.
It's going to be the same.
I'm cool with that. So it's gonna be 14, roughly. Huh?
Well,
They're the same.
You should get the same answer.
you should get the same answer on both elements.
So I just multiply this times 2 then, right?
Yeah.
And what did I get?
14, 12, 0, 12.
All right. So now I can do it. I'm trying to think about why did they do that then. I mean, it's okay. Well, the book said it, but why did they say it?
Because we have E total and with R total.
Well, we don't have E total because E total is actually 480. So we don't have E total, do we? We could change that E to E total. If we gonna do total resistance, then we need to do total current. I mean total voltage. Yes? So that 240 needs to be 480 then, right?
Yes.
If that's what we're doing. Now we can find IT. Yes? What's IT, Joe?
E over R.
E over R. E is 480. Divided by 14.012. What we get?
34.25.
Amps.
Why go through the extra step of doubling it?
I mean,
it's
well,
the same answer either way.
it is. Which makes you feel comfortable. But we know that we got a series circuit. We know those elements in series. We know that if we get a series circuit, we find total amperage. That's going to be the amperage to the whole, through both of them, through both elements. Yes? So we still got the same answer. Now the question is, what if let's go back to what you said. What if we said E heat 1 is 240, E heat 1 is 7.0064, do we still get I H1 to be correct answer or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
So we could do it either way. You're right.
That's why I was just wondering why they had the extra step. What was the point in finding it for both of them?
I don't know. Bro. It's like we all do stuff different. Why does Dax always wear the hat, bro? It'd be like saying that, everybody do a little different, right? It's cool, as long as you get the same answer, don't matter. Right? Make sense? Can I talk? No, I'm just kidding. Y'all ready? Ooh, y'all missed 37 too. Do I need to go with 37? It's just asked for critical 2 element 2. We good on that? Okay. 39. 39, y'all for real? 39? 39, y'all. Refer to 119.102 drawing. Blank is corrected next to all the following are true. The left half receptacle is connected to a circuit 22 and is switched with the left switch. The receptacle half of the receptacle is connected to circuit 22 with constant hot. The luminaire is connected to 24 connected with the right switch. So what I normally do is I just go with the first one. So I need the left half of the switch of the receptacle. The left half of the receptacle, I need it to be connected to circuit 22 and switched with the left switch. So first of all, let's see if the left receptacle is connected to circuit 22. Is it? It's not going directly to the receptacle though. It's going through a switch, isn't it?
Which it has to be switched with the left switch.
And so which one? Okay, I see. And switch with left switch. Okay, gotcha. And switch with left switch. Got it. So that will make the left half of the receptacle. The left half. What constitutes the left half of the receptacle? First of all, that's kind of crazy. The left half.
That's why they put it sideways.
So how do I know which side is the left half? Will it be the left side? I can't see the terminals though to really tell me. I guess I sort of can. Can y'all sort of see where the black wire is going to the bottom and the red wire is going to the? Can y'all see that? Oh, Dustin, like, I don't see nothing, Jack. You don't see that, dude. I see you looking like, bruh. You don't see that. You don't see none at all, do you, bruh?
You're talking about on the receptacle?
Yeah. So it took me a minute. Check this out. The black wire is connected to the left half. The red wire is connected to the right half. Same thing here. Got that? Mm-hmm. It took me a minute.
On the screw?
On the screw.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So y'all didn't know this, but that little tab between those receptacles, between these two, could actually be broken off. You can break it in half, and you can have two separate circuits on one receptacle. Did y'all know that? Everybody knew that. All right. You got it, bro?
Yeah.
Is that tab attached to the yoke, or is it?
It is attached to the device. It's not attached to the yoke. The yoke is grounded, by the way. The yoke is going to always be grounded. You'll know it when you touch it in the hot wire. Be blind. All right. So let's make sure that the left half of the receptacle is connected to circuit 22 and switched with the left switch. So left switch, circuit 22. 1 is good on that, right? 2 is good on that too, right? 1 and 2 meets the first thing, right? Both of those meet that. Would you agree?
Yes.
Nick, you good? Everybody good on that? Let's look at the second one. The right half of the receptacle is connected to circuit 22 and constantly hot. So the left side is connected to 22 and constantly hot. So number 1 won't meet that. Number 2 won't meet that. Yes? So that right there means that it's probably neither one of those, right? Neither 1 or 2 should be C. Yes? Any questions on that one? That's all you gotta do. If you try to envision all three of those at the same time, you gonna jack it up. You gotta do one bullet point. That's the word I was. You wanna do one bullet point at a time. Well, let me see which one meets this. Let me see which one meets this. You're gonna do one bullet point at a time. Does that make sense? You try to do them all at the same time, you're gonna jack it up. I promise you. All right? Questions on that? Y'all good? That was 39. Y'all jacked up 42. For real, y'all. For real, on 40, y'all jack this up. On 40, y'all. Y'all got 40 wrong. Can I erase this?
Yeah.
Y'all got 40 wrong, bro? That was a gimme. Huh? How y'all miss 40?
Not used to seeing it.
Now you see it look like that?
Nah. I ain't never seen one like that. It's a 220 plug.
It is a 220 plug.
I ain't mess with them too much.
I think those are the same length, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then the L. What did they ask me on that question?
Which one's the grounded conductor?
Y'all didn't know which one was a ground though, for real?
The top one.
Did you get it right, brother? You know now, though. You know the data, right? So I learned since then, Mr. Teach. That's right. This the ground right here.
I got that
What's
one.
this one?
I chose that one.
What's this one? You did what now, Tyler?
It's looking for the grounded, and you're saying
No, ground. Ground. G-R-O-N-D. No, I'm sorry. It's looking for the grounded. My bad. The grounded. That's a neutral.
What's the bottom one? 'Cause when I saw
That's
the
a
plug,
neutral.
When I saw the plug, I thought that since I added the extra one, that the bottom would be the hot and then the middle one would be the neutral.
That's the grounded one. It even has a W beside it.
So the one on the left side is also grounded?
It's a hot too.
So
This is the ground. The hole is always gonna be a ground. If you see a hole by itself, it's gonna always be the ground, bro.
So what's the XW?
I really don't know honestly to tell you the truth. I don't know what that means. I think the W was you just got lucky that it's actually grounded. It's white, but you just got lucky. Yeah.
Was that one on the review?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. He said it was. Enrique said yes. Listen, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I need you guys to do the review. And when you run to a question that you don't know on the review, you should be calling me. This is Zach. I see this question on the review. I don't know how to do this. What's up? And I will explain to you diligently how I do that. And if you're lucky, I'll even give you a video. Ask Nick. Did I shoot you a video of your problem, bro?
Yes, you did.
At my house. Right? It was like, man, you tripping. For real. For real though. Ask Tyler. Same thing. I just shoot you a video.
you were driving down the road.
I wasn't. Okay. I sent you a video. Okay, hey. I'm good for the videos, man. I love doing videos because they help you get it. You don't know good for me to try to, you know what I mean? I don't know what happened. I must have been. I know shoot videos. Okay, so you call me with a question, I'm gonna answer. And they be calling me some weird times too. I don't know what time, Angel. What time you call me, Angel?
I texted you around 3:30, 4.
Yeah.
Sunday, yesterday.
Sunday, yeah.
In the morning? No, of course
No.
not. Shit. It was like an hour before the Super Bowl.
I don't know, but you texted at 5 o'clock this morning too.
You texted her this morning. Yeah. But you text me, so I'm like, ooh.
Man, I was already at work.
So you ain't got no excuse. You can't say I can't get in contact with my teacher. I don't know how to do it. Because all you gotta do is reach out. Bro, I don't know how to do this. How you do this? And and Tyler actually texted me about the homework. Did you not? So ain't no reason you gotta get your homework wrong. Unless you try to do it the last minute. Now you know you can't come with me and you ain't got nothing. Because when you say, well, I don't know how to do this, I'm saying, what you got? I'm gonna ask you what you got. What you got? What you see? What you think? I'm gonna make you think. I'm gonna require some thought process, some brain cells moving around and up in there. And so if you kill all yours with that vodka, bro, I can't help you. You ain't got but 2 left. You can conserve one of them boys. You know, time me drink beer.
Switch to whiskey.
Huh?
Switch to whiskey.
A beer? Did you kill half a cell, quarter cell? You go for all of them. Ah! All them boys. You did? All right. 41, okay, 41 wasn't bad. Look at 41 real quick. Come on, 41, y'all. Okay, this right here, you got to kind of know what that is. You have to know what that is. I don't even know what that is, truth be told.
It's a 1430R.
It's a 1430R? Okay. I would have never known that.
How do you know that?
In the book. It's in the book. It's in the book. Yeah, you just got to know the book. So what you should have did was, if this was on the review, was this on the review?
I don't know. I remember looking.
Tyler said it was there. So if you send a review, you need to kind of memorize what that is. Now the question is, what's the difference in? There is a difference between 41 and 42, isn't it? One has an L, and one has a straight. What's this, a 1450R? Mm-hmm. That's a dryer plug. No, that's an oven plug. 42 is an oven plug. 41.
That's dry.
41. Oh, it's a dryer plug? Why is it 50 amps as a dryer plug? Dryer plug should be 30.
No, the L is a dryer plug.
Oh, yeah. Because it's 30 amps. How that 30 tells me how, that last number tells me how many amps that plug is rated at. Okay? Uh-oh, Madison looking at you. Boy, you look like you got a sour tart in your mouth. You like, what's up? You got it?
So you said the L is like 30 amps? That means it's 30 amps?
Yeah. We don't know that just because, we know that because the book said it. It ain't like we see the air, you know what I'm saying? It should be 1430R.
What's the first number?
14.
What does it mean?
I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay. He said the receptacles in the back of the EWR book.
Well, in the manual, there's nothing with 14 on it.
It's not?
Nope.
Where is that? You talking about the back of the book there?
I'm looking for it.
Dax looking for it.
All I know is the chapter about, because I got all the other ones right, because it says it. But this is the only one that doesn't say. It doesn't say 14, whatever. It says like,
Exactly. Are we allowed to use
it doesn't even say 50.
the manual?
Maybe.
It doesn't even
I could be persuaded. I could be persuaded, bro. If you look at formula stuff.
If you look at page 112-13, it goes into the receptacle.
Yeah, on there it doesn't say anything about 14 or 50.
Page 112?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we saw
On the
about
code
the
book?
manual.
112, 13 on the manual.
Okay. It doesn't have a 12 in front of it? You said?
Those don't have a 12.
It doesn't have a 14 on there.
Okay.
Even a 50. Which I think that the 50 would be the amps, right?
The 50 is the amps. The second number should be the amps. The first number, I don't know what it's for. I don't know what that is. I ain't gonna lie.
NEMA classification.
NEMA class, right?
Yeah.
3 points?
Should be 6.
Because the R's are receptacle.
It's like 15 points.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you're just supposed to know it. That's not on.
That's when you should have called me when you saw the review. So say, bro, this junk ain't in the book.
Honestly,
Then-
I probably didn't look at it because I was like, yeah, I got these down. And then just pulled out a whole number, another number.
Bro, if you could call me and say this is not in the book, I did some research, and if I started on the test, I'd have got that scratch. You wouldn't have to do that test. Well, I'd have found out what the answer was, and you'd have had the answer before the test. That's what I'm gonna do. So if I say, so gentlemen, ladies,
We also
Yeah.
had one class.
is that my fault, bro?
I
Hey,
told that
man.
man,
Hey,
bro,
man.
call him.
Why you keep bringing up old stuff?
I
That's
didn't
baggage,
know.
man. This is a new relationship,
So we had you the first class, then we had the test.
bro.
Like, I'm gonna call my new teacher about this plug question. I don't understand.
I told you to call me, didn't I? I gave you my number.
Okay.
I got you in the group text.
I didn't, you know,
What?
I didn't know what it was like.
You didn't know it. Now you
Now
know.
I prospected it.
Now you know. So take one for the team. Let's go forward.
I've taken too many for the team.
Who you talking for the team, bro?
I feel like there's a lot of these I've just been taking.
Who you talking? How you taking?
Spending them.
Take them. Nah,
Whoa.
With no lube.
take it pretty serious.
Sandpaper spinning.
Sandpaper?
What?
You said sandpaper, bro? You didn't say sandpaper. Oh, my bad.
You got a dirty mind.
No. Alright.
You throwing some beach sand on this.
So, I can't control that. All I control is going forward. If you do a review and you run for something you ain't never seen, bro, this on the review. Is this gonna be on the test? And I'd be like, I don't know, we find out. I can actually look at the test. I have access to the test while you doing the review. I can look and see if it's on there or not. And I can make a decision. I can give you an answer. I said, I'm gonna give y'all the answer to these questions, but they're not on the review. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Solve the problem. But I don't know if you know what. You don't tell me.
Yeah, I don't think that question was on the review.
It was? It was not. Anybody saw that on the question?
I don't know.
Tyler said he saw it.
Yeah, because I Googled it.
Oh, he Googled it.
I'm telling you,
Did you Google it, brother?
I didn't look at it.
Oh, you didn't look at it.
Because
That's
this is the
American
book we were
dictionary,
given, so I imagine all the answers are in this book. And then something else is on it.
Nothing is perfect.
That's the new American dictionary.
Nothing
Well,
is
I
perfect.
strive
Isn't that why they always update the
We all strive. We fall far short, don't we?
Like I said, I'm on the cusp.
You're the cusp.
Isn't that why they always update the code book?
Huh? What now?
I said, isn't that why they always update the code book?
Yeah, 'cause somebody got killed because they was on the cusp.
So we're getting a 3-point. We're getting a 3-point advantage on this test, right?
I don't know yet.
Give us an extra 30.
I don't think it's gonna help y'all.
It's gonna help me.
Every point helps.
Look, if we make a 50 on the test, we get an extra 30 points. That's a 7.
Yo, is passing 70 or 75?
We can make a 40.
Probably 70.
70? Someone told me it was 75.
Let's go to 44. You pass. It's just like a regular 70. You know, you pass 70. You pass.
Yeah, that's that.
Another break.
Yeah, we get 2 breaks.
I had a
Man,
long
we
day.
ain't-
Oh, look, we can wait till 9 o'clock.
Man, we ain't did nothing, bro.
Are we gonna have a quiz for 119 next?
No. So we gonna do is I'm gonna give you opportunity. I'm gonna open up 119 again.
Please do.
Since we're not ready, but if you don't comment, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna give you no answers though, unless you call. If you don't call no problem, you gonna do. I mean, I don't know how open up gonna help you.
No, open up 119 again. Let us retake that.
Just get another shot.
Do you,
Let us retake that.
should I text you in that group chat so everyone sees it? Or should I text you?
It depends on what you want to say, bro. If you want you say, you want everybody to know, you
If
might
I
want
want
to
to
take
gossip or
it.
something, I text you.
Huh?
If I want to gossip, I text you.
I guess. If you some person like I got AIDS or something, I got the crabs this weekend. Text me.
Shot 3 times in
Text
3
me.
days.
Text
You're
the
the
group.
first person I tell, probably.
Isn't that what you said?
Bro.
I was telling him about it this morning.
Yeah, he was telling me his life story this morning.
Because I'd be like, I got crabs, I get 3 more points on the
I'm not gonna be a study tonight. We
We
on
work the
crabs.
boss.
All right. So what happened on 44, y'all? Y'all gonna take a break for real though?
Yeah, I gotta have another smoke.
Man, it's number 12 wire. How the hell you gonna wear hot gloves handling number 12 wire and twisting wire nuts?
Are you fun to win?
Man, have you ever worn a set of hot
He
gloves?
yeah.
No.
Take a break, y'all. 10 minutes.
No, I just have like
Man, you couldn't pick this cap up off the floor. Yeah, they're huge.
I'm gonna look through the rest of these real quick and see is there anything that I think I need to go with y'all.
Yeah, you should open up that thing again so we
Reopen
can
it,
have
and
a
I'm gonna try
retake.
to get into it.
I
It's
will.
only like 30, 40 questions.
I'm sorry.
It's probably like 30 questions, right?
What's that?
On the quiz, right?
We ain't have no quiz yet. You mean the homework?
Yeah, the homework.
Yeah, it's just 30 questions. Let me see if I can find one y'all totally bummed on. Ooh.
Hey, you should go over 50.
Okay.
Because I don't do residential work. So, I don't know who's in charge of that, the electrical circuits and shit.
Okay? It's in the book. It was in the reading. Did you read in the EWR book? It tells you.
I didn't read the EW.
I don't do
I try to stay out of that book as much as possible.
You need to read it. So your answer's gonna come out of there. Mm-hmm. Wow. So if I open up 119, and y'all gonna do 119 and 120, right?
I thought we did 119.
Y'all already did 119. All I'm doing is open it back up again, right? It's not like you're doing it again, right?
Wait, so we don't have to do 119?
You don't have to. If you have it your scope, y'all roll with it.
So we can take it.
Huh? What happened?
Can we go over the question?
I have a question.
Wait,
Wait,
so
did we not take it for the first time then?
Yep. If you have a question, we can go over it. You say, Jack, I don't understand this one. I'm like, what's the problem?
so we didn't have to submit it yet. We did?
See? But I'm gonna open it up and do it again.
Is a lot of us
Reopen
can
it
retake.
so you can redo it if it's not that great.
If you want to, you don't want to, don't do it.
I want to do it.
Okay.
I do have a question. The one that I called you about,
Mm-hmm.
I got it wrong.
Why? We went over it.
Okay, can we wait?
Yeah, wait. He went over it though.
I'm sorry?
He was not going over it.
Well, yeah.
The answer I gave was wrong?
Yes.
Ooh, that's not good.
Maybe I misunderstood, but
What was the question?
it was, let me double check.
You said it was number 22?
I think so, yes. It was the one with the, like, bulbs and all that? Yeah. Which of these pictorial drawings shows a rosary dimmer correctly connected to operate the two luminaires?
Huh? Bring it to me.
Oh, okay. That one was kind of confusing.
Which one was it?
22. It's asking how to wire the lights up.
So, you remember that one?
That one?
Yes. You told me that the first, I guess because you didn't, I don't know if you didn't look
No.
at the first one.
Actually, it's I know the answer. It's not just one.
It says it's both of them.
Exactly.
So,
Does both of them work?
I mean, apparently.
But how do you know, bro? Just because it's saying, how do you know that it works? Have you traced out those wires, bro?
See, that's what you told me.
Did you did you trace out the wires, bro?
First one.
Did you try you ain't try the second one?
I didn't.
It's whatever I say. You ain't trying to learn on your own. You trace up the second, see if it works.
So we are gonna go over 119?
Y'all keep taking breaks, man. It's already 9 o'clock. Should I stop on this exam? Is it time for to stop on the exam and just go over the homework now?
If we're gonna have,
Did we do?
Yeah, let's
Did
go
we
over the
do?
homework.
if we can retake the homework, then I would say, that's my vote.
I'll ask when the class come back, I'll ask.
What was the question from the reading class to the first grade?
What's that?
Can we have a question after the first grade that we can ask the class?
Yeah, that's the same question.
Oh, that's the question.
Yeah.
Dust, I'm gonna Dustin always last one come in. Eric.
I think it's related.
Huh?
I think it's related to that.
I'm sure she EPT when he was comforting her. It's gonna be alright, booger. Huh? That's what you said.
No, I said I think she was.
So what? That's what they gotta do. Why he ain't here?
Well, I assume he's doing his job.
Hey, baby, you gonna be
I
alright.
don't know if that's how it's going down.
What's going on, Eric? That's a recording of your old lady. What's going on? Y'all ready? Okay, so this is the question. Should we continue with this, whatever exam this was y'all just took, or should we jump to the homework?
Homework.
Who agreed? Who wants to do the homework? Show of hands.
No, because I want to open up again.
We're going to open up again. I just want to ask a question, though. So, homework. Let's quick this. I'm done with this.
What if you go with the homework tonight and then you finish the review next class, like the first hour?
We ain't got time, bro. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to, if you see, I had to break with that Coca-Cola.
Don't die on me.
The coca in there. Anyway. If you see a problem on the exam that you want to go over, send it to me and I will go over it and send you a video. Fair? That way I ain't got to spend any more time in class. We can let that go. Everybody got that? Just say, hey man, I want to see 50. I want to see whatever.
So,
Jorge, is he helping? Dustin? He patting her. Dustin patting her back, and Jorge patting Dustin's back.
So, when you're dealing with track lighting, is that going to be counted as one light, or is it going to be counted by each?
All the lights count. All the bulbs have wattage on them. Okay? They doing over
But
there,
it
huh?
all gets fed by the same circuit.
Yes. Correct. All right. Are we good? Can we get out of this, y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm finna kill this right here. And let's see what this. The homework. Get back home. The G.
So does that mean that the grade that we get the second time around is actually going to be the one that goes in the book?
I might average them. Just to keep it interesting. I don't want to. Okay, who had issues? Who had problems? Now remember, you're gonna have to show me what you got. If you got a problem, I want you to show me on the board what you got. Yeah, on the board, bro.
Never mind.
Because I'm not gonna just give you. I'm not just gonna just give you the answer.
So I didn't understand the dimmer part.
Oh, which one?
And I don't have any work for it. Number 3.
Oh, you gotta have some work, brother.
When you read it, it says the 600 watt dimmer will work for most. So how would you know
So
about
I can tell based on this question. Now y'all know this stuff is in the book, right? Y'all know some of this is coming straight out the book, right? So if you don't read the book, I'm gonna know it because you're gonna be like, because this is in the book. Don't get caught up on the German exam, math exams. Don't get caught up with the fluff. You must find the key words in the question. There's a lot of words in this question. Look at this. It's a whole paragraph. What is it telling you? What do you have? What do I have, sir?
75 watt.
Hold it. Wait a minute. You forgot something. Listen. The key.
20 track head.
That's right. The key to solving word problems is to read it slow. A room is to be illuminated with track lighting. That don't mean nothing. That has no relevance to the problem. 20 track heads, 20 of them, will be installed in the track. a 75-watt lamp will be installed in each head.
So you just multiply 75.
Wait a minute now, we don't want to jump ahead. See, y'all be want to jump ahead. We gotta read the whole question. The lighting is to be controlled by a what? Dimmer. What's the smallest dimmer? It said the smallest dimmer that can be installed has a rating of blank watts. So what do I know? What do I write down I have? 20 heads at 75 watts. That tells me something, don't it? That tells me something, don't it? And then I need to figure out what dimmer is going to hold that wattage. Questions. That's not hard.
That's why I was asking you if each light, if it's, since it's fed by the same circuit.
Don't matter.
Each light.
It doesn't matter. I got all these lights fed by the same circuit. But I still got to count what? Each light. I got to know how many watts each light carries to determine if that switch right there is going to hold all these lights. Don't I? It's the same. Questions on 3. Any questions on 3? Is 3? Y'all got to learn how to find your keywords. Find out what the problem is giving you. Every word problem, y'all, is going to give you some information to utilize to solve your problem. Your goal is to be able to pull. Look, Dustin, what you doing? She all right? Pull. You hear me? Put y'all's hands up like this. Put your hands up. Everybody, come on. Come on, Uzi. Pull. Come on. Look. Pull the information out the question. Let me see you pull it out. Pull it out. My man like this. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
He's begging.
That ain't the way that I was taught.
Pull it down here, bro. Down here, pull it out. Right here. Okay? Pull it out. Right there, okay? Pull it out. Pull the information you need out of there. You got every question is giving you something. What is it giving you? 20 heads. Each one of them has 75 watts. That's enough information to work right there. And it says, now what kind of dimmer is going to hold it? Is that problem hard? Who don't get that? You're like, you get it? How many hairs I got? 20 hairs or 25? 20 hairs. At 75 watts. Yes? Her. Hey. Do you understand that here? So what is it saying? And, okay. So if I want to know how many the total watts, how would I do this?
So 75 watts.
Hold on. Divide it.
Multiply it.
Is your name Eric? That's your middle name or something? No. Surname? Your baby mama name? Some. Give me some. Eric? Do you know which one? Multiply, divide, add, subtract. What we doing? Multiply what time what? And that's going to give me a total wattage of what? My wallet get out of my wallet. Y'all, somebody, which one of y'all got me from my wallet, man? My wallet was not sitting right there. Jorge?
Hey, I don't steal, man. I don't thief.
What is it? Huh? 1,500 watts. And it asks what? What's the question asked? What is the smallest dimmer that can handle that load? Which one is it? Is that hard? Questions on that one? That's one I gave you.
So that's on every dimmer question. Just number of watts multiplied by watts.
I don't want you to do that. I want you to listen, Nick. I want you to do it. Put your hands like this, bro. I want you to pull the information. Put you pull the information out. I don't want you to say, well, every damn question. No. I want you to read the question and pull out the necessary information.
You always think about rules.
Uh-huh.
I just want to know the rules.
The rules is pull out. When you read the question, pull it out. Okay?
I don't have kids.
That's why you ain't pulling it? No. Okay.
You're not topic.
You pulling it now. Anyway. I'm sorry, Madison. No disrespect. We're not being disrespectful. I'm just trying to make y'all laugh so you don't get bored and all that good stuff. Okay? I am a believer. I know it may not seem like it. Okay, next question. Because that one was not a good one. If I was going to give you one, it wouldn't have been that one. Is there another one? 4. This dude, 4, bro. 4? For real, 4, bro? For real, 4 with the one you want? It's the same question.
11.
Well, no, Enrique, it's the same question, bro. No or yes? Yes or no?
Alright, I would think that.
No. We're not gonna be embarrassed, bro. It is what it is. If you don't get that, let's talk about that. When you get that, it's saying, listen, I'm gonna read it slow. You ready? Chinese, what's up?
No.
Trying to change something?
It was a time.
Okay. If you install a 90-watt lamp in each of the luminaires shown in 119.101, you will have to install a dimmer with a rating at least blank watts. I'm going to put a bulb in every single one of those fixtures I see in 119.101. How many fixtures do I have there? What I did on my homework, because I'm not very smart, I numbered them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to put 8 light bulbs in 8 fixtures. Those light bulbs are rated at 90 watts a piece. Now, what size dimmer would hold that? Is it not the same question? Nothing?
But I'm getting.
You get 0?
720.
Okay.
To the next biggest.
Okay, so what dimmer would hold that? Can I put 720 into 600?
No.
Can I put 720 into 1,000?
Yeah. But I put none of these because I guess that's what threw me off because I got 720. It wasn't even close to any of the answers. And one of the choices.
We're not looking for, that's what y'all do. Y'all, when y'all do your homework, y'all not doing anything but looking for answers. You can't learn when you're looking for answers. When you write down, when you put that clicker and you click it's B, you need to know why. If you don't know why, you just clicking answers, bro. You ain't learning nothing. So when you get, you're gonna be like the guy. I got a guy in my German's master's exam, went through a 4-year apprenticeship program and cannot pass the German's exam. He went through the same program y'all going through right now, and he cannot pass the German's exam. Why?
Because it's Asian.
Because
it's Asian.
Because it's Asian?
Asian.
No, it's not Asian.
Because he's looking
He ain't even out of school yet.
Because he's just looking for answers.
Because he probably went through school looking for answers, getting C's. Or cheating, or whatever the case may be. He never learned anything. And so now he got to go to the German's prep class and try to get taught what he didn't learn when he was going through a 4-year apprenticeship program. You don't look for answers when you're doing your homework. You look for why is this answer true. You ought to be so confident that if you get it wrong, you need to be arguing. I want to know why I got it wrong because according to my calculation, it should be right. You feel me? Don't look for answers, gentlemen, ladies. Don't look for answers. You look for answers. The German's exam is going to have an answer that for you.
You gotta find the why.
You got to make sure it's the right answer. And why it's the right answer.
I got a question for you on 25.
Well, hold on. Is there any other questions before 25? Keep going all the way down to the bottom of that boy. Any other questions?
11.
I'm going to get to 25.
5.
Bro.
Man, he ain't even gonna let us retake this.
It's probably not. You asked him the question. Okay, what's wrong with it? Read the question to me, Enrique.
The dimmer shows in figure.
You read it wrong. Say it again. Go slow.
The dimmer shown in figure 119.104 is connected in blank with the luminaires, lighting fixtures, and then.
That's it. So it gives me to. This is one of the times where you want to look at what they gave me. They gave me a series of parallels, so I ain't got but two answers. Is it in series or is it parallel? Now, how do we know? I think I gave y'all a rule on determining if something was in series or parallel or not. Did I give y'all that rule?
Yeah.
So what I say, if it's in series, how I know it's a series or not?
You can, if you cut it.
If I cut it, will it kill a circuit?
Yeah.
Or will it not kill a circuit?
Series, yes.
Parallel, no.
Oh, look. I said serious.
Any questions?
That's fun.
Enrique is still lost. I can tell.
I understand that. It's just, I guess, the way that the picture is shown, where they have like.
It's because it's in a series parallel circuit. That's what's messing you up. The light's in parallel. But the dimmer, is the dimmer in parallel?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it in parallel, bro? But the lights are.
You didn't pull out.
Okay, yeah.
You didn't pull it out, bro. He's like, you didn't pull it out. You left that stat. You left it in there.
So
That dimmer is series, right?
No, it's not. Yes. It is a series.
It is.
It is a series. Exactly right. Do you understand that?
Yeah, now I know that the fixtures is what threw me off. And the chapter, we were talking about parallels. And
The chapter.
Well, yeah.
Well, you good now? The chapter ain't messing you up no more. You good?
Yeah.
Do you need 6, bro?
I want.
Do you need number 6? I'm just high side. Do you need number 6? Y'all know y'all ain't getting no retake on this boy.
What?
Cause I ain't giving all the answers.
man, I'll stay after, bro.
We get number 6.
If we wait a couple days, let us forget the stuff. We should do it.
I can't give you 6. You have to call me later for 6.
All right.
Any other ones? Any other before 11? 10. Let's talk about batteries for a second. If y'all was old and started to talk to y'all about batteries at all?
No.
How do I know if a battery is in series or in parallel? How do I know?
It's connected together.
I'm sorry. So if they're connected together, it's in what?
If the batteries are connected together,
Then it's in what?
in parallel.
And so if they're not, they're just not connected.
No, if
Isn't
it's
it-
positive, the positive, and negative,
Yeah.
the negative.
Then it's what?
Parallel.
There it is.
Negative, positive.
Let me draw it out because I got a feeling y'all. Don't see that. So here we go. Battery. Here's my positive terminal. Here's my negative terminal. Here's my positive terminal. Here's my negative terminal. If I see a negative going to positive, that's going to be in series all day. If I see this going on, negative to negative, and then positive to positive, that's in parallel. If you see two batteries and you see negative tied to positive, and you see the negative one battery tied to the positive another battery, it thing is in series. If you see the negative one battery tied to the negative of the other battery, it's in parallel all day. That ain't gonna change. When does that happen? Dax, what days does it happen on?
Every day.
What days exactly?
Christmas,
Yeah,
Martin Luther King Day,
yeah,
Valentine's Day,
yeah.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah, yeah. Any other ones? Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
All time. You got that?
All the time,
Any questions on that? You get that in your DNA? If it's in your DNA, your kids should come out knowing that.
Dang.
What's your name? I don't know, but I know it's parallel. Negative and negative, negative, positive. How you know that? I don't know, Daddy. Because he put in his DNA. It's in his DNA, bro. You feel me? I'm finna get on the soapbox for a minute because it just came to me. You ready? Are y'all ready? I'm finna get on my soapbox for a minute. You ready? Let me get some of this coca. Hold on.
What's a soapbox?
Mm.
What's a soapbox?
No, it's a soapbox. It's when someone gets on a tangent talking about a certain thing. They get on, what they call it. I'm gonna get on my soapbox. They start talking about
So they go all around.
principles.
Okay.
Listen, you guys you're literally deciding right now. You don't realize, but right now you're deciding where your kids gonna go to college, where you gonna live the next 10 years, whether your wife's gonna get a new car or not, whether you're gonna continue to be on food stamps or not.
You gotta have some good credit for that.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless, credit or not, you got cash, you don't need, you good. You making a decision today. Some of y'all go, man, I'm working a bunch of overtime. Yeah, that's true. But what happens when the overtime stops? What happens when they lay you off?
Stop getting money.
You got to go somewhere else and get a job. Now you got to start all over again. A lot of times you be on your little job, you making $20, $30 an hour because the guy that you're working for now, he knows you're a good helper. But when he lay you off, you go to the next guy, he going to start you off at 10, 11 because he don't know you. So you got to prove yourself all over again. But when you walk in there, you got a journeyman's ticket, like it looks like this. Bro, I'm a journeyman electrician. He got to start you off at the end of 20s. Because you got some in your back pocket, so you qualified. You feel me? You ain't got to prove nothing. If anything, you can go in there and mess up, you got to take money away. I'm gonna give you the money. I'm going to take some money from you, bro. You stupid. You decide right now what kind of car your kid is going to get when he or she turns 16. She going to get Uncle John's old truck.
You're gonna get a piece of shit.
Or she going to get a Ford Focus.
They're gonna get whatever the fuck they pay for.
Exactly.
If you got dough, it ain't gonna matter to you.
You gotta start them off with a piece of crap.
I heard that. Go on,
I
yo.
hear what you're saying.
Piece of shit.
I hear what you're saying. But if you married and your wife know you got the bread,
What you think is wrong with today's generation?
Because they're always getting shit handed to them.
I'm just saying, you decide what you can or cannot do. Whatever you decide to do is another story. But at least you can decide. You can decide whether you want to send your kid to New York State College or Princeton or whatever because you got bread in your pocket. But if you ain't got no dough, it's TCC.
You need a college education.
I hear what you're saying. Where did you graduate? TCC. Where's Princeton? Well, God, thanks a lot.
You got the job.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm just telling you, you're making them decisions right now. You decide whether you can go on vacation once every 2 years or twice a year. You decide what kind of money you make. When I go to a job, they pay me $150 an hour. $150 an hour, bro.
Because of what you know. Like you said last class, it's what you know and not what you do.
I get paid from the neck up. I get paid from the neck up, bro.
You get paid for his brain.
I get paid from the neck up. I don't get paid for what my hands do. I get paid for what I know. So when I walk in there, it's 150. When I show up, that's 150. Will it take me 1 minute or 1 hour? And guess what? I'm going to say it in Ebonics. They pays it. All the time, bro. If I show up, they going to pay it. If they don't pay it, I ain't coming. What you mean? Some of the time. I ain't coming, baby.
I've had to argue with customers several times.
I don't. That's cause you're not confident in who you are. If you confident in who you are, you know who you are. You know you're a beast.
You know what
That can't nobody do it like you. It's 150, sir. Oh yeah, oh, cool. And go on down the road and get the next one. It took me a minute. I'm about to get out my soapbox in a minute. It took me a minute to realize that. I mean, a minute. It took me a long time to be confident enough to say, sir, it's 150. That's high. It is what it is. What do you want to do? Oh, you gonna smile? Okay. And go on down the road. Because guess what? For every person to say no, there's two that say yes.
That's $300.
You feel me? But you got to be confident in what you know. You got to be confident in your customer service skills. You got to be confident that I'm gonna wear a uniform. I'm gonna be professional. My truck gonna be nice. I'm gonna give them the customer service they deserve. I'm gonna beat everybody up because of that. They may call Bobo, but Bobo, he gonna break it and he can't come fix it. He ain't gonna show up. He ain't gonna answer his phone no more. I answer my phone 24/7. Saturday, Sunday, don't matter. Holidays don't matter. People like that. You feel me? They pay for that. They pay for that customer service, knowing that this guy, when I need him, I can call him anytime. He gonna perform. If he do something wrong, he gonna bag it up. If he make a mistake, he'll come back and fix it. Ain't gonna be no question. So you can charge it, and ain't nobody and they'll pay it. I can show you my calendar for next week. It's full. I got one client I charge $175 an hour. I just work for them on certain things. $175 an hour.
Mr. Drummond?
I'm sorry?
Do you ever get days off?
Not really.
No.
I work.
But if you did, would you go on your days off?
Yes, I would, brother. I'm here to get paid. You can rest when you retire or you die. Yes, ma'am.
Can you adopt me?
No. My wife won't play like that. Anyway, she don't play like that.
You know how hard it is to adopt a child.
But anyway, you decide what you can make. You choose what you make. You choose what you make. You keep working for your employer, he gonna pay you $30,000 an hour. That's all you gonna make. You work for JBI or whatever, they gonna pay you. That's all they gonna give you. That's it.
So you gotta be confident in what you know, like you said.
You gotta know that you know that you know. If you know what you know, you can walk into a place and demand, I need X. If you can't do that, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna start my own business. I'm gonna do something, but I'm not gonna take that because I know what I can do. And most people won't go out there and put a shingle up saying, now open for business, Zach's Electric or Dax Electric or Dustin Electric, because you ain't got the balls to go out there or whatever you got. You ain't got it to go out there and do it with confidence because you scared. I don't know if I'm going to get paid next week. See, right now, you know you'll get a paycheck every Friday, but guess what? When you work for yourself, you don't know about next week going to come. You don't know if you'll get a check or not. But you got to still go out there and be confident enough to go out there and say, I'm going to get paid somehow, some way. I'm going to find a way.
So that's how you get paid, is because you're confident in yourself.
And I worked on it. I've been working on it for 15 years.
You only do electrical today?
I do a little data work too. That customer that I charge $175, they pay me to pull data line.
But you never dabble in other trades?
I want to do one thing.
I was told there's no code for low voltage. Is that true?
It's a little bit of code, but not much. And you ain't got to have a license for that, by the way, either. You ain't got to have no license to do data work. And you can charge a lot of money.
No, I've noticed. Yeah, I've had customers ask me to run that stuff.
They'll pay. You charge the heck out of them when they got, yeah, I can do this. It's going to cost you $8 million. Especially in a house, it was hard.
It costs you extra.
I don't even do houses, period. I don't. I don't do panels. That's good money. I don't do panels. I don't do underground. I don't do no attic work. I do strictly technical work. All my lights don't work. Plug don't work. Switch don't work. This don't work. When I was doing panels, it was $2,500. You make $2,500 in one day. But you gotta know what you're doing. You can't be how this work. You can't go in there like that. You gotta go out there and tear that old panel out, pull that meter, get that wire out, get it back in, and before it get dark. They want their power up and down in one day. You can't do that, you got problems. And you better be able to pull a permit if the inspector drove up. You better be ready to pull a permit if needed. You can't do that with a master license. But guess what? So I'm just saying, you choose, man. You choosing your life right by now. You don't realize.
You don't do it hot?
I'm sorry?
You don't do it hot when you change the panel?
Of course I do. I do everything hot. Truth be told, because it's just quicker. I got a house over 3,000 square foot. And he got 2 panels. And I got to go find a circuit to change the plug out. You know how long it take just to find a circuit? I'm going to change that boy hot. Done. 150. I ain't been there for 10 minutes. Going on to the next one. Hit them for another one. So if I do 6 service calls a day, how much money is that? Do the math. What is it?
150 times 6.
What is that?
$900.
900.
One guy, all we did was go out there and tell him, yes, you can ground this to this, and it was $1.50.
That's right. Why? What you pay him from here to here? Because he knew.
He's doing all the work himself, just needed to know.
And wouldn't it cool that people kind of pay that kind of bread just to get them an answer? But guess what? You got to have some qualifications behind your name for them to have the confidence to just call you just for an answer. Right? That's what you're doing right now. You're trying to learn how electricity works. You're trying to learn the theory behind how electricity works. If you understand how it works, you can fix anything, install anything. And there's a big difference. You hear me say it 1,000 times. There's a difference between the installer and the technician. It's installers that can install anything, but they can't fix nothing. You heard it before? You can install it, I can put it in, but it ain't working. You have to call somebody else. Because he can't fix it. They got special people to come behind installers when it don't work. That's the old man with a little bit of bag. Oh, it ain't working, okay. He go in his little bag and open up, he had that junk working. About 10 minutes. And made good money. And you've been carrying around heavy pipe, 2-inch pipe, and pulling wire and all this. And you've been getting paid less money than he get paid, and he ain't carrying around but a little bag because he know he get paid from here up. You get paid from here down. You get paid for what you can do and how much work you can get done in a day's time. The other man get paid for what he know. You understand? I'm off the soapbox. That's why you're here, by the way. What was the other number?
11.25.
Remember that.
So you can pay for what you know. You can pay for more for what you know.
You get paid a whole lot more for what you know. I got another story, but I'm going to do 11 first. So all we're doing right now is figuring out this truck needs 25 volts to work. All we're trying to do is figure out what configuration gives us 24 volts. Well, explain to me. It all sounds good. 1, 2, 3.
It's in series.
Which one?
1,
Prove it.
3. Because the negatives.
So 3 is in series?
Yeah, because the positive connected.
Well, I got a negative going to a negative on the top battery there. Then at the bottom I got a positive going to a positive. So is that in series or parallel?
But then again, it's also going positive to negative, top to bottom.
So what kind of circuit do I have there?
Series.
Okay, wait a minute now. You said that I got a negative going to negative. That's what now? What kind of circuit is that?
Parallel.
What kind of circuit is that?
Parallel.
And I got a positive going to a positive in number 3. What kind of circuit is that?
Parallel.
And then you said something else. You said something else.
But you've also got a positive going to a negative connected to the top.
And what is that?
Series.
So what kind of circuit do I have right there?
Series parallel.
Series parallel. Somebody asked me for an example on that. That is. So if I put all that together, do I get 24 volts? Yes or no?
Yes.
How?
Because only 2 of the batteries are in series.
Because 2 of the
I have 2 sets in series. Yes or no?
Yes.
I got the top set in series. I got the bottom set in series. Yes?
But isn't that 2 batteries?
But in one.
I'm sorry?
Isn't that 2 batteries?
No. I got 2 batteries in parallel on the top. I got 2 batteries in parallel on the bottom.
Oh, I meant for series, because series is...
Series? Well, that's not series now. That's parallel.
But in one separate.
It is both. So you say, I'm trying to get you to explain to me how you got your answer.
2 of the batteries are connected in a series, so that's 24 volts.
Wait. Where are the 2 batteries connected series at?
2 12-volt batteries in series add to 24. So
Where?
On number 3.
Here's my one. Come up here and explain to me, bro. I just want to listen, I'm not arguing with your answer. I just want to make sure you know what the heck you're talking about.
Somebody stole it.
Somebody got me for it again.
What color?
No, it's my little one. My little
Gray stick thing.
Oh, wait.
my little stick thing. I don't see it. Go ahead and use your hand. I'll take your hand. Go ahead and point it out to me. Show me.
Now I'm second guessing myself.
Oh, that's when you start. That's when you don't make no money, right? Here you go. Here you go. When you start second guess yourself, you don't make no money, do you? That's when it comes to, do we need to call somebody else? Do I need to call another company? Because it's like you might not know what you're doing. You've been here all day, and you ain't nothing working. Do we need to call somebody else? What you got, bro? Who want to help him out? Roberto says he's willing to help if you're ready.
Okay.
He's called the B team. B team.
There's your call right there.
Okay. So right here, negative is going negative. So that right there, that's parallel, right?
Yes.
So you got parallel
Now
there.
you shouldn't be saying right because I'm the customer.
Yeah.
You should be telling me.
And same with bottom part over here, where it's positive, positive. That also makes a parallel right there. The positive is going to negative here, positive going negative there. So that's what's called series.
So what do I have going across on the top?
From top to bottom?
No, left to right.
Left, right? That's the parallel.
How much do I have? How many volts?
24. Or 12. 112 volt battery here, 112 here. Because they're in the series, it's 24 volts.
Mm-mm.
So you're saying it's
Because
12
they're-
going across.
Because they're in parallel, they don't change voltage.
You understand? Do it again. You right. You just think about what you're saying. You said that battery and that battery is in parallel. So what is the total? They in parallel.
In parallel. Parallel, it's what's called
How many
Current.
volts? How many volts?
12.
Bottom one.
But because these two are connected,
Well, let's do the bottom one first. The bottom one is in what?
it is also in parallel.
So that's how many volts?
12. So they're 24 together.
Right?
Mhm.
Yes. I want you to say it this time. I want you to grab what your mama gave you and say something. So these two gives me 12. Yes?
Yes.
What's the bottom one give me?
12.
You said that kind of fast, bro. You put some rather quick. Okay. That's 12. Now, what else I got going on? You said it.
Because they're connected in a series.
So I got what?
Tw-
I got negative positive.
So, there's
So that gives me what?
24.
Okay. And the same thing over here, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you like adding all those together? Because you got 4 batteries that are each giving 4.
No, because in parallel circuit,
Yeah,
voltage doesn't
yeah.
change.
So I need how many volts?
24.
I get 24. So this set is in series. This parallel set is in series with this parallel set, which gives me 24.
So it doesn't matter that they're also in
No, you got it.
Series.
It's a series parallel circuit.
Parallel ups the amperage, series ups the voltage.
I don't know about all that. I don't want to get into all that because that's gonna be very confusing. Just understand the voltage in this problem. Okay. Does that make sense to who does that not make sense to? Go on, speak now. Madison, like, I do not know what you just did. Okay, cool. Just say that then. I shouldn't have to read your face. Just say it. Bro, I don't know.
So can you compare 3 and 1?
I sure can.
It just looks like this.
It's the same thing. Just turned. Right? This right here is in what? Plus to plus is what? Negative to negative is what? Right? So then plus to minus is what?
Series.
And that's series. So these sets of parallel batteries, which will give me 12 volts, because they're in parallel. And this sets of parallel batteries, because they in parallel, be 12 volts, plus this plus that one will give me 24 volts. So actually 1 and 3 will work.
So in series, you add them, right?
Yes.
So if it's series and parallel, would that be like 52?
What now?
Because if you have it in parallel, that's gonna be 12, right? But if you got it in series, you add them. So if you
It's in series and parallel.
Well, what I'm saying is, that since they're in parallel, they're the same, right? So you got battery A and B, those are 12. But you got battery A and C connected in series, so would you add that or is it?
Let me see if I draw this out for you, bro. How about that? Let me draw a schematic. If all else fails, draw a schematic to see if you can make it work. All right. So here's my truck right here, right? Leaving, and I got a battery here. I got a battery here. Yes. They're in parallel, right? Then I got this right here, another battery. Another battery. Is that 24 or 12? They all 12. 12, 12, 12, 12. So what's the combination of this?
24.
In parallel?
Oh, parallel.
That's gonna be 12.
I mean, that's a parallel circuit, right?
That's gonna be 12.
Huh?
So carry it down, 12.
Is it parallel? So this is going to be 12 right here then, right? Yeah. And then, what is this right here?
Same thing.
It's 12. So, if I change, since I know this now, if I change the way this, can I erase this? So if I change the way this looks, then it would be this, truck, 12, 12, and what's that going to be in series?
24.
That's all I did. I broke this down to 12 because this is going to be 12 in parallel. It's going to be 12 parallel. Now it's in series, gives me 24.
Well, if you draw, so I think what he's saying is like, so you have series, have parallel, right?
I got series. This part is series.
If you added
This
another
part is
notch
series.
right here, so you like connected those, is that like, do they add?
Why?
Because over here, isn't there like
It's on 3.
It's
3.
Yeah.
1 and 3
Minus.
is this. You can't see it because it got a drawing and it's jacking up your brain.
Yep.
But this is 1 and 3.
Don't forget that jumper.
What jumper? Where?
Or make it a series because that's just parallel now.
Where? Here?
The top.
What jumper?
I get what you mean. Never mind.
What jumper?
To make it series and parallel.
Like right here.
It's series. It's already series and parallel. I ain't got to do nothing.
Minus the minus, that's 12, right? Because it's parallel. But in series, when you got your plus the minus, you're going to add. So you got 12 and 12 is 24.
That's here. That part is right there. What you just pointed is right there. That's that line right there. You can't see it. I know. I know you can't see it. But that's it. If you trace that whole thing out, I guarantee you that's what you got right there. I know you can't see it though. I'm sorry. I wish I could make you see it, but it's hard. Let me see, can I do it? Let me see, can I do it? You ready? I'm gonna see, can I do it? You ready? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. You ready? I'm gonna try to make you see it. You ready? You ready, Dustin? I'm finna try to make you see it. So, we leave the truck on one side, and we hit a positive. A negative. Then we jump over to another negative. Is that parallel?
That is parallel.
So there'll be two batteries connected in parallel.
That's 12.
Yes, that's 12. Okay. Then we leave.
The negative and go to a positive.
No, we need a positive. We're going exactly the way it looks. Leave the positive and go into a negative.
So it's 24.
And that'll be this guy. Yes? Look at it. I'm doing exactly the way it is on here. But I still, even though I hit this negative, I still got these two in parallel. This guy.
Yeah, I just get that. But for some reason, in my brain, those batteries would be adding.
Yeah.
They are adding. This set is adding to this set. This set.
But the top one that you're saying is adding to the other one, those are parallel. But you also have the series that's connected, so it would
This set is adding to this set. This set of parallel batteries is adding to this set of parallel batteries.
We're only trying to get 48 volts.
24. This set is in series with this set. This set is in series with this set. You're going to look at it at home, man. It's, for real, though, that's it.
I think an easier way you could see it, bro, is so the two top ones, you just count it as one one battery because it's parallel. And the bottom one, another battery because it's parallel. And then once you put it down, then you would add that battery, and that become a series. So that would be 24.
It's basically this right here. He did the two batteries at the top. If they're in parallel, I know they're gonna be 12 because they're in parallel. And then there's a line that connects this to the second set of batteries, which puts in the series, and then the second set at the bottom are also in parallel, gets them 12.
So the top two batteries that are in parallel is giving off 12, right? But the ones on the bottom, since they're in series,
They're in parallel too.
Oh, they are?
Because they're in parallel because negative and positive and positive connected. So that makes these two batteries in parallel too. Which is why I did this.
With the top right and the bottom right battery.
Actually, both of these. This guy is in series with that guy, and this guy is in series with that guy. Actually.
Okay.
So both the top two are in series with the bottom two. The top two are in series with the bottom two. Yes, Enrique.
So, since the top two are in parallel and the bottom right, let's say from the bottom right, it was going in series instead of parallel.
It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work.
Mm-mm. That's why it meets the qualifications for being 24 volts because the way it's wired. So is one. One is the same thing, but what they did, it took one and turned it sideways. That's all they did.
Are we going on a break?
Huh?
We going on a 15-minute break?
We already had a
We done, brother, with them breaks.
We got 15 minutes left. That's 15 more minutes with this amount.
Who took out my trash last week? Enrique, right? Come take it out again real quick.
You want me to check it out for you?
Nah. As soon as you're done, you can go. Okay?
No, sorry.
So as soon as you heard get back, you can leave. All right?
He gonna be gone in like 2 minutes, not even 15 seconds. Oh, hold on.
You can take your books with you if you want to bring my key back.
Hey, let me finish this real quick and I'll add to it.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Are we gonna retake the? You just open it?
Oh, y'all tripping though. Y'all tripping though. So what was hard about this one? Was it hard? I know it was a little challenging. This was hard to see.
Because we didn't go over it in the book together.
Yeah, I think this is
It was just missteps.
What was the next one? Was there another one?
That's it.
The rest of them good?
Well, I perfectly understand.
Mr. Garman?
Yeah.
I had a question. Why'd you open up right there on these two?
What? Just so they can see the truck. Just so they can see the truck. No other reason.
Because I was wondering if you're going to do something right there.
No.
Okay.
So y'all good on the rest of them? You sure? Are you sure? Huh? Are you sure?
Yep.
So we ain't gonna have no problem with 21?
No.
Oh, what about the distance on the floor? Somebody had a question about that.
No, I had a question on 25. Because they changed the code, everything in the house has to be
Hey, don't
GFCI
forget,
now.
you got to put another bag in there.
Not GFCI.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yes.
Our fault, yes.
Can't you take out the trash and put it in
Not
the bag?
GFI. If it is true, then prove it in the code book. Find the code section for me where it says that. Okay? Don't go about what y'all doing at work. Find it in the code book. If the code book don't say it, it ain't true. Okay? That's just, you know what I'm saying?
Here you go, Mr. Garman.
Anybody else got a highlight that belong to me?
All over here.
So what's the homework?
Huh?
What's the homework?
Hey, the homework. I need y'all to do 120. I'm opening up 119 too, but I want you to do 122. 119 you should have relatively done.
When will 119 close?
119 is already closed, but I'm gonna open it back up.
When? Tomorrow?
Probably maybe tomorrow. If you don't see it open, call me. Remind me. Okay? So I want you to do 119, 120. You've had a refresher. We went over 119. It should be no excuses. Madison.
Is it gonna count?
What you mean it's gonna count?
Is it gonna have, or are you gonna?
I don't know. What does it matter? You need to know how to do it, don't you?
All right, we need to make our money.
It's not about does it count. It's gonna count in your mind when you know how to do it, right?
Neck up or
Don't look at it as always a grade. I told y'all these grades don't mean nothing. You graduate from IEC, don't give you a piece of paper, and you can't take that and make no more money.
Yeah, but you can't continue in the class either if you don't make high enough
It
grades.
does look good on a
Look
resume.
at, look at the
Yeah.
look at the 3 people that have been kicked.
But you can't get no money though. You can only get so much money for an IEC certificate.
you get kicked out.
I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. Like if you're trying to work somewhere else, you know.
I should have done that in like kindergarten.
I want you to be concerned about learning the material. If you learn the material, the grade's gonna come, right? You learn how to do it, the grade gonna come. You ain't gotta worry about the grade, just worry about learning the material.
Right.
And don't be so concerned about the grade. Is it gonna count? Maybe, maybe not. But when you get ready to get to the exam, in about 5 or 6 weeks, you're gonna see the junk again. Then it's gonna count, for real. Right? Or when you get ready to go to take your journals exam, that's when it's really gonna count. Because don't nobody care about, they don't care about no IEC certificate when you get into the exam place. That don't count, they don't help you at all on the exam. Well, I'm an IEC graduate. Okay, well, sit down and get your paper out. You still gotta pass the test. You can't pass the test, no matter whether you're IEC graduate or not, does it?
You made a good grade.
I'm sorry?
You made a good grade on your journals test?
Yeah, I passed the first time.
Nice.
I just had a good apprenticeship program, bro.
Yeah,
Truth be told. I had some, I must say, man, that's why I teach the way I teach. I'm trying to give what was given to me.
Where'd you go?
I went to the IBEW.
I heard it's a lot better.
It ain't that much better. Same material. Teachers not that much better either.
Really?
I was blessed to have teachers that cared about teaching.
Right.
And unfortunately, every teacher don't care about teaching. And guess what? You're gonna give me this year, I'm gonna spoil you, but next year your teacher may be trash.
Right.
It's the truth. No disrespect on another teacher, I'm just saying.
You gonna come back?
You're gonna be like, bro, this ain't Mr. John.
But like, can we get Mr. Jarman back?
That's how I'm telling you.
But we're still gonna call you.
You call me.
Yes. You be like, hey,
You can call me.
can you come
Hey,
replace this
man.
teacher?
I'm just saying.
I know you can't see the homework, but here's
You
the
can't.
picture.
You can't.
Take a picture.
You go, brother. You can't depend on your. You cannot depend on your teacher. You got to make your teacher teach.
See you next week.
Thank you, man. You got to make your teacher teach. How you make them teach? I need your phone number, sir. I need you to tutor me, sir. I need to call you, sir. And if you don't respond, then go to the director. Director, I'll call my teacher. He's not responding. He's not asking questions. You're not doing it. I mean, make him teach. If you're not doing that, then who gonna lose? You gonna lose. You gonna quit. When you quit, who you hurting? You think he still get paid? When you know we still get paid if y'all quit or not, though. You know they don't. We still get paid.
Put someone else in.
You know what I'm saying? You're not hurting us. You hurt you. So you don't quit. Never quit. Now ask me how many times I wanted to quit.
A lot.
Ask me.
How many times you want to quit?
10, 20 times I wanted to quit. But my dad was an electrician. He's like, better not quit. I didn't. That's the only reason I didn't quit.
Because your daddy told you?
My dad didn't play like that. You don't quit. No problem. I didn't. Well, half the time I was laid off. Half the time I ain't had no job. When I was on the apprenticeship program, I worked at Taco Bell, Walmart, because I ain't had no work. I still didn't quit. And still went to class every day.
You were in Texas?
Alabama.
Alabama.
So it's hard for me to feel sorry for you.
I don't need it.
Because, I mean, I call hell, bro. Some of that was my fault, too. I was kind of an ass. But I just didn't like being treated like an apprentice. You know how they treat you sometimes? You like you're
Treat you like
less
that.
than a person.
Yeah.
I'm still a human being. I got a wife and payments and car payments just like you got. You ain't got to treat me bad because I'm an apprentice. I don't ever treat apprentices like that. Treat them with respect. That's just my thing. You know what I mean?
Man, you hiring?
You know, I say the same thing.
I gotta help. I'm just saying. They like to treat you like you second class citizen. You're not.
Yeah.
That's why I feel, don't know. Treat you like crap, like you nobody.
Zach, are you looking for the friends?
I got one, bro.
Looking for another?
I'm good on that.
Come on the weekends.
I'll do everything you say. I'll pull out.
Okay, y'all, this video should be ready. Hopefully by tomorrow. You can always remind me, harass me. Hey, bro, where the video at, bro? Where the video at, man?
Is it just